Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is Sunday, it's the end of the working week, and that of course means it is time for us jumping in to a little bit of more Warframe. Oh, welcome back to it all. Hello there, Beardface. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining in on the Warframe D&D stream as well earlier. Good to see you there, my dude. Aren't Quintus, less good to see you. I'm glad you're alive and well and happy enough that you can just come in here and wreck shit like that, Quintus, but sure, why not? Why not? Why does Stream Elements say that I'm playing Among Us? That is a very good question. That is a very good question. In fact, yeah, Stream Elements has the old title. There's Streaming Among Us, More Rolls, More Mayhem. No, that's Friday. Stream Elements is confused. There we go. Warframe D&D stream? No, just a D&D stream that happened on Relentless Zen side of things. I don't know how much those are going to continue, but I have one. Well, it was there on Relentless Zen's channel earlier today if you missed it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Stream Elements. Maybe it's having a bit of a bad day. Hello, Lazy On, how are you doing today? So we're going to get kicking off with Pain straight away. We're going to be kicking off with Eurali for the sortie. I haven't even had a look at what sort it is yet, my god. Let's go have a poke. Too bad that our furry friend died. Well, it sounded like he wanted to die, to be honest, Beard. It sounded like he had that as a filler character and was happy to move away from it. So, I mean, in the eyes of most, a werewolf is something of a monster. Let's see what we got. We've got a spy mission. Oh wow, spy with Eurali. That is something. We then have a survival with augmented enemy armor and an assassination of Lephantis on Deimos. Okay. That's going to be something to crack on through, isn't it? With elemental cold damage being thrown around as well. Oh, yum, yum, yum. So if you do want to be part of that today, if you want to join in on today's sortie, send a message to the Kengineer. I'll bring you on into the squad, or if you can invite yourself, go ahead and do so. And we'll be doing that in just a moment. So, yeah. After this, of course, we are going to be diving in on some Nightwave challenges as well. We have got to kill some enemies and finishers, do some radiation damage, get some rescue missions done. I can do this one, given we've only got one day, so never mind. Sanctuary Onslaught, Dragon Key Vaults, and then a Kuva Survival. There's a few bits and pieces we'll be jumping on into. You can absolutely join Quintus, as long as you have a Eurali yourself. So yes, indeed, let's get cracking on with that now. Just make sure we got decent weaponry. You know why, it's going to be fine, I don't care. It's a spy mission, who cares? We'll handle it. We'll handle it or die trying, eh guys? That's just pretty much the way it goes. I'm also checking, has the bot noticed that we are live? It doesn't look like the Discord bot has noticed I'm live, so I'm just going to copy the previous message and just post it myself. Because screw waiting for the bot. Oh, and Discord broke the message. There we go. There we go, now it's working. Honestly, all the bots today are just not having a good one, are they? Let's head on over to this mission and show them what it's like. Good call with the daylight. You already knew that you're going to fight vampires, so there was an indication that vampires will be coming, yes. That's why I took that one on a level up. Didn't know that it was going to do damage like that. I just expected like it would suppress maybe some regeneration ability or just make them weaker. I didn't expect them to basically burn up from that spell. I didn't think that's how it worked, but DM said so. I'll take it. But yeah, I didn't know there were going to be vampires. I took that as what I figured the most practical approach that none of my allies will be picking. Just something probably useful rather than definitely mediocre. It's going to be, as expected, I will head on over to A because that is the least amount of distance to travel on Merolina. Oh, come on, I did not miss that doorway. Oh, no, that person's going to get to A before me. I'll just head to C then, whatever. Whatever. I'm getting there with controlling Merolina. Slowly but surely. Oh, no, never mind. I still hit that wall. I'm slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. The number of times I'm forced to play Eurali. There we are. I think that was actually pretty smooth. I'll take it. Let's see, we got this one. Alright, let's roll over here. Oh, bollocks. I didn't mean to jump that far, whatever. Did not mean to jump that far. They finally made Exodia Contagion Zor, loving it. Oh, nice, yes. It is a powerful combo. I really didn't mean to jump that far, as you're ready. My bad. Let's get out of here. X is down this way. It's going to be just straight up. I could just go up, can't I? Oh, not quite got the jump height. Alright. When is the Keck Engineer going to be a thing? April 1st? What on earth is the Keck Engineer? Never heard of that. How hard for it to be a thing if no one tells me about it? What is this? Who's been planning some Kecks? What do I think is plat worthy at the moment? How do you mean plat worthy? Like, are you looking to buy stuff or sell stuff? Heard about Discord bot being a mess? That one I had reconnected stuff, so it should be okay, but I'll double check on that side, Hookmeister. You're right, it could be related. I thought I'd reconnected it. I mean, it did the Friday stream okay, didn't it? Yeah, it did the... Did it? Yeah, it did the Friday stream okay, so I don't know what's going on. No. I do see the request there from Slappy to switch on over to some ambient, so let's grab that. As we're extracting, and I think that tends to be a little bit quiet, so we'll just
another
buff up
satisfied
the volume a little
customer.
bit. There we go. To buy stuff. Well, honestly, it comes down to what you're looking to actually do there, Dragon Dancer. It really depends on that. A big part of going for would be the galvanized mods. Because if you've been away for a while, you'll have missed those ones. Let me show you what they are very quickly here, or at least an example of them. If you do exclamation mark galvanized, you'll see a whole video on these. But I don't know who that guy is, but we are not doing that. Nope, 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 nope. Leave squad. I'm not getting dragged into a mission by some random who has no patience. They can fuck off. In that mood. So, where was I? Galvanized chamber as an example here. This is a replacement for split chamber. You see that's got 90% multi-shot. This one 80% at base, but then you can increase it all the way up to 230% with just 5 kills. So yeah, get yourself the set of the galvanized mods. That's a good place to start spending your platinum if you are returning to the game there, of course. Otherwise, grab yourself, if you've got plenty of platinum, grab yourself some of the new frames if you don't want to go through the quests and grinds. Or at least grab yourself from some of the new primes that come out as well. Because of course, there's always more of those. Those are the big ones I'd say to get into if you've recently returned and been out for a short while. If you've been out a longer time, it really depends on what you're missing, I can't say. Reinvite? Yep, there you go. Probably Quintus as well. There we go. It is a survival next. Let's go grab a nice survival frame. Let's grab Equinox. She's not normally much of a survival frame. She's more of a screw you and everyone around you frame, and you know what? I'm going for that today. That's a good feel. Augmented enemy armor, though, does mean she will be a lot less effective. So, this is probably not a good choice, but I'm going to do it anyway. Steroid induced variants, their base mods? Yeah, pretty much. They're more like tempo mods. You get rewarded for keeping up the tempo in the right conditions. Babby versions of Blood Rush and Weeping Wounds. Think of it that way. That is a very gold ship someone's got there. What do I think of the Yeet-Engineer? I mean, it's another bastardization of my name, I guess. Not sure what I can think of that. You took my name and you broke it. Oh, there we go. I'm still going to get plenty of kills with this 4th ability. That's fine. Galvanized Aptitude is like Condition Overload version for rivals. Yeah, basically. I call them the status overload mods to separate out condition overload and galvanize, this, that, and the other. I know some people try to call the gun ones condition overload. The thing is, there's 3 of them, and we can just have a class of mods. Just call them status overload. It works for me. The thing with name permutations is you have to come up with something behind it. Anyone can just mess up a few letters. Anyone can throw together 2 words and call it a day. Gotta put something behind it. Yeah, I'm talking if throw together a captura, you get some kind of screenshot of yeet happening, a clip of it going on. You know? Put a picture to a name. Then it's interesting. It's just a permutation of a name. I mean, it's not really much for me to comment on, is there? Like saying, hey Ken, I had an idea. What idea? An idea. Okay, you had an idea. Cool. Full random loader. Okay, Mitsudi. Alright. Welcome as well. How you doing? After this mission, we will be going on to the 3rd part of the sortie, and you've decided I'll be fighting the Lephantis sortie level with a full random loadout. I hope to God I get something decent. Yikes. You've made it a challenge. Oh, that's fine. Ah, boiler, that's why. Challenge accepted though, Mitsudi. Challenge accepted. That is a bunch of agents. That is bad juju all over there. Gonna be fun, good timing. I don't know if I'd call it good timing, certainly timing. We'll see, we'll see. Hydrate? Yeah, sure, let me just stop here and take a sip. Beautiful. A hydrate has been added, it has indeed. We'll see how long it lasts. Yeah, that armor is really tanking my shots here. Armor plus disruptors, it's just taking all the power out of my Equinox. Recently started university. Oh, well, congratulations getting into uni. So to check on the stream on a bit, absolutely. We're going to be here for the next nearly 3 hours. Running until 11 o'clock UK time, so you got plenty to be diving into. Hello, Quara, how are you doing today? Oh, I am going to die to toxin, so I cast that right as it jumped on me. Okay, I was slightly hurt by toxin, not going to die to it. Third year, but thank you regardless. Ah, well, all the best on 3rd year. Uni was a very interesting experience for me. Not one I'm looking to repeat anytime soon. There were some good bits, there were some bad bits. Not sure how I would declare the balance of it, to be all quite honest with you all. I mean, the fact that I did a geology degree but now currently stream for a living, stream and make videos, mostly to make videos, but do content creation for a living probably explains how I feel about uni. At least my particular experience with it all. Well, there goes my energy. That was nice whilst I had it. Now I don't. About 11 left. Hopefully I can get an energy orb. No. No, no. Okay, I'm just going to nuke and hope that spawns energy. It did not. Excellent. You're doing fine, nothing really happened? Oh, I'm sure that's not quite true, Warro. You've had a whole week. At least since last Sunday, which is kind of how weeks work. Surely something's gone down. Not tried a new recipe. Gone to the gym. Told someone at work to shove it because you had a breakdown. I don't know. How'd you get the Foreman? I think you just purchase it straight from the market. Once you are MR8, you can just buy the blueprint, build it. Bam, there you go. You've got yourself the best primary weapon in the game. According to some bias dude from like before the 10 Envoy got released. Engineering sometimes tiring. Oh, engineering can be a bit tiring, yeah. But it means you're in exactly the right place as well. Energy or Tenno Lab? No, I thought that was for the Amprex beard. Pretty sure the Foreman you just get from the market. 90% certain is a market one. I could still be wrong, but fairly certain. Amprex Lab forming market. Bam! There we go. Nailed it. Yeah, Amprex was my main weapon prior to using the Foreman, immediately prior. And that was because when I completed, I think it's the War Within, where you get your first river mod, I got an Amprex one, and a not too bad one at that. A very first river mod for the Amprex. It kind of set the bar a little bit high. We're talking week-wise, spent 2 whole days studying math and physics. Well, that is good stuff to study right there. Math and physics are just, wonderful. Wonderful. Unless it's like string theory, in which case, no, that can... No, just no. I don't understand string theory in the slightest. Oh, there goes something. Oh. If I have a video on 10 weapons, do I have one on Kuva ones? I don't currently have one on Kuva weapons, no. At the time that the Kuva weapons originally came out, I didn't have the time to focus a full grind, because I was still working full-time elsewhere. And liches were horrible as well. Since then, other weapons have been added, but I've never actually got around to getting them all. So I couldn't do a video on them just yet, as I just haven't done that grind. I've chosen other things to do topics yet. I was saying, but it's boring and not much useful in life after school, of course. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maths and physics? Not useful in life? Hold up, what life are you living? Physics applies to a certain extent. Most people use mechanics in their everyday life. At least frequently enough that it is something you do need to be aware of. Mathematics appears absolutely everywhere. You'll get plenty of people like, oh, who uses algebra? You know that mathematics is completely algebra, at least the levels you do. 2 + 2 = 4. That's a version of algebra. You're using the mathematical symbols of plus and equals. And you have learnt how to actually put the various bits into place, where if you get something + 2 = 6, you know, okay, well that something must have been 4. Everyone's using mathematics every day, unless they are really struggling in life. Maths everywhere. Those who decide to completely ignore the principles of mathematics are the ones that get confused to the point of completely misunderstanding even basic marginal tax brackets. Math is always used. Do I have a 1 to Kuva Ianga? I don't know if I already have one, but if I need one, I can easily get one. I did the farm for the 10 weapons, and that was relatively quick. I can get the Kuva ones, no problem. Yeah, a lot of school stuff, they'll teach you things which allow you to learn the next stuff. To have the skills to take on the challenges you're going to face. Or at least to remove the issue of being taken advantage of. The typical joke that people like to talk about, dihydrogen monoxide. I have a show of cappers or whatever you want to do in chat. Who knows what dihydrogen monoxide is? Tell me right now, do you know what dihydrogen monoxide is? Water, bam, 2 to the power 2. 5 points to you. There isn't a point system, but you get 5 points. Okay? Now, if someone starts screaming about... Oh, Quintus is dying, let me go save him. I'm coming, Quintus, don't die on me. I got ya. Alright, anyway, what's to say? Yeah. If you have someone going on about dihydrogen monoxide, they might say, oh, everyone who has ever died has come into contact with dihydrogen monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide, if ingested in serious quantities, can kill you. And yet also, if you don't have enough dihydrogen monoxide, you will die, yada yada. Dihydrogen monoxide is a higher pH level than every acid. People can come up with all kinds of things like that. If you do not have a basic understanding of chemistry at all, you can be taken by that kind of stuff. Someone can say to you then, oh, well, you better watch out for the sodium chloride. And it's like, I should be watching out for the table salt? think I'm okay. Yeah, table salt in my drink is absolutely fine in the right quantities. So yeah, that's just a simple example of chemistry. The same applies all over the place. There is a saying, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, and that is another perfect example. If you do not take on board the lessons which are being taught to you in school, you will have the wool pulled over your eyes later on. You may not know where, you may not know when, because you literally didn't attend the lesson. In 7th grade, don't get it? Which bit don't you get, Slavy? Why is math so hard? Because the human brain didn't evolve to understand math. It evolved to understand rock and tree and animal and poison. And then we pushed and pushed and pushed as a species into basic communication and understanding how different bits go together. We got pattern recognition, which we've tricked into recognizing patterns in symbols. It's not intuitive. Math is hard. But you can do it. You break past your basic evolution and you will see what is beyond it. But it is hard. I've struggled with the math on various videos that I put out there because I've delved into some really hard stuff, not gonna lie to you. Am I a mathematician? I do mathematics. I consider myself something of a career mathematician at this point, but I am not a mathematician by study, no. I stopped that at the end of A level. So kinda, but kinda not. Do I have or want a Kuvayanga? I'm fine, thank you, Harrowhawk. I'm fine. Basic math is easy, 5th grade math is easy too, but 7th, 6th grade math is something else. I mean, Sammy, give me an example. What would you say is really difficult that you've come across at that 6th, 7th grade level? What have you come across that really strikes you there? There's not to put too fine a point on it. Right the way up to before university, maths and we just got on. I just kind of sailed through it. Also, whilst we're talking about this, I'm going to randomise my loadout as requested by Matudi. I am using... Yes! I'm using Lavos. Okay, that's a success straight away. We got a survivable frame. Like, it's going to be a terrible weapon because I named 3 weapons: like and subscribe. Just for a hidden joke in a video. So that's going to be a bad weapon. Akbalto Prime? Okay. Furex Rave? Okay. Carrier Prime? Good. Voltron? Not so good. Letters, don't know the aim of it in English. Okay, so I'm going to type this in chat. You're seeing stuff like A plus B equals X, and or Y, I put Y instead of X, and you're solving that kind of stuff. Is it that kind of thing there, Slavy? Alright, what is this? This is the... Oh, it's the Tetra! Okay, the basic Tetra. With 0 mods on it. Awesome. Right, let's do that, and there we go. Yeah, that math. Okay, yeah. That's your typical kind of algebra stuff, as we know in English. And the biggest issue I find for a lot of people in understanding algebra is understanding that it's not an answer. Algebra doesn't come together as just the end product. Algebra is a method. It allows you to step past just looking at plus, minus, and equals, stepping past your times tables to see into the fuller methods of mathematics, to get your brain away from seeing the pattern of that and that means this, to, oh, when we said and, this is what we meant. You get a whole broader understanding of mathematics, and that's why it's so difficult, because you are completely reshaping your perspective of mathematics. If you already had it, some people do. Some people get to that level and they've just been thinking that way already, and you're fine. But everyone else, like 90% of everyone, it's not naturally there. That's the trouble of it, and it hits everyone. 90% of everyone. But you'll get there. Look for the method rather than trying to figure out what each individual answer is, because the point of algebra is it's not an answer. It's a process. When you see it that way, it'll get a lot easier for you. Let's check my mods on these. Oh, wow, this got a potato in it. That's good. What we got here? Gas magnetic? That's not good. Is it gas magnetic? Where's stuff for that? There we go. I'll do... I do that... There we go, rad viral. That'll do. We're all saying I have WX equals x cubed plus 2x squared plus 4x minus 15 type stuff right now. It's absolutely useless. So when you're getting into your polynomials like that, if you're getting into further math or extended math or whatever you call it where you are, that's pushing you ready to... You've gone past the basics of the methods and now you're getting into the practices for your advanced stuff. Absolutely. What level are you studying that at then, Warframe? We're talking high school, we're talking up to age 16, we're talking up to age 18 or beyond that. And if you don't want to answer, that's perfectly fine, because that's getting personal detail right there. I'm not going to look at my melee for this fight. Third high school extended math. I have absolutely no idea what that level is, sorry. I mean, I understand high school, but that's all I understand out of that. I just know the UK education system. 17. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, if that was an equivalent level in the UK, that would be what we call A-levels or sixth form. And that is where you are... Yeah, that is the step into the more advanced stuff. Your standard schooling stops at 16. You get into A-levels, your advanced levels, 17, 18, or 16 to 18, because some people are younger like me. And then after that, it's into college or university, whatever you call it. So yeah, you will be encountering the advanced stuff there, because that's where you narrow down to the more advanced sections, where you are preparing for your career path.
It was difficult to locate the source vector of the Specters investigation, but you are finally here.
Is it worth putting Umbreformer on my Exodia Contagion Zor for max sacrificial mods? I mean, if you're using sacrificials for them, then you can do. If you've got an Umbral Former, you can do it. They tend to be better for frames, but it's up to you on that. You probably can form your weapon to fit those sacrificial mods without using an Umbral Former. Instead, using other normal formers on the rest of the weapon. Because melees have a lot of capacity, so you probably don't actually need to do it. Why does math get letters at some point? It's like 100 numbers? Oh, there's a lot more to math than just numbers. Like I said, it's about the process. Numbers are the answer. You get numbers at the start, they start formulating the question. You get numbers at the end, they are your answer. In the middle, that's proper mathematics. I should have brought corrosive for this. Oh well. Doing logarithms now, it's confusing as shit. I mean, logarithms, they're a bit awkward to think about. Like, the amount of damage I'm doing here, that's a bit awkward to think about. They're the reverse of exponents, and for logarithms you mostly just use a calculator for them anyway. And you just kind of tell the calculator to do it for you. Yeah, this is painful. Didn't these guys have physical enhancement as well? Let me try the like. Let me see if this can do anything for us. On its head, please. Hello? Okay, I'll shoot you. Okay, that was 3 per tick. Let's switch to something else then. Did somebody just try hitting me? Oh, this guy. Three is less than 10, you are very correct. Why was it named like? Because part of my loadout in a video I had, just in the background, like and subscribe. I renamed 3 weapons for a bit. Oh, they do not want to take damage from me at all, do they? Yeah, they do not want to take damage at all from me. This is pain. I need help here. I need to be doing more damage than that, and by that I mean I'm going to bring someone else to do it for me. He doesn't understand what a weak spot is. Okay, cool. Everything's gone wrong. Good thing I got teammates here. Wait, did I just get that kill? There is no way I got the last hit. Any chance I have melee with Shattering Impact? These guys don't have armor. Look at their health bar. It's red. No armor. Yeah, the 3 weapons were named like and subscribe. I can't remember which video I did that in now, but I definitely did it. And so, yeah. I chose 3 weapons I'd almost never use, so that they don't normally pop up and just look a little bit stupid. I know I did Nightwave, that's what clued me in on it. I was like, what? No, surely not, but yeah. Alright, we're getting some more damage now, and someone else is a lot more damage. Yeah, I'm contributing! Woo! Oh, now we wait for the reload and for it to open its face up. There we go. A little bit more, and we're good.
Multiple targets ahead.
At least I can get out of there quickly. Later, haters. The length I'm going to just make someone like and subscribe. I mean, it's just for a bit, really. It was what? 30 plat? For a joke, I'll take it.
Track it down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, 10O.
Oh, and we just got a mod drop chance boost, which tells me 2 things. 1, we got scammed. 2, I didn't do a prediction. My bad, sorry guys. Next time. But no one saw it? I think 1 person commented on it. I think 1 person did. Let me just check the comments here real quickly. I'm going to search for this. I can't see the person who commented on it. Never mind, maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't comment on it. I just searched for the comment and couldn't find it. Oh well. Do I hear Endo Farm? You don't hear Endo Farm? Not from me, no. We've got these Nightwaves to be doing.
Nora is all
Yeah, I know, I just got a mod drop chance booster, but Endo Farming? Nah. I mean, come on. We've been over this many times now. I have 112,000 Endo. I have duplicate mods out the ass if I really needed Endo. And if I really needed Endo, I mean, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Why mod drop chance booster exists in the game? Well, to double the mod drops and double the Endo drops. For some people that's useful. For me, it's stopped being useful. But for some people it's useful. Yeah, if I quickly bring up the weapons. What other ones did I have? I had the and... Oh god, it's got everything with and in the description. This is not a good way of searching. There it is. I think, yeah, that's the basic Lex. And then the subscribe, a Azor I don't need to use. So that was the loadout I had in one video. And again, I cannot remember which one. I just put it there in the background just for the hell of it. 100k Endo is not enough. It is when you've maxed out a lot of mods already. Shall we get Sanctuary Onslaught done with? Just spent 2 weeks farming Quara. Yeah, we can do that. That's absolutely fine, Quintus. How did I name Alex? So I went down to Rudzud in Fortuna, and she can rename any primary and secondary weapon. Same way I renamed the Tetra. Let's switch to some more normal weapons, shall we? Filmin, grab the Comac. I haven't been using that a lot lately. A Prime, and because we're going to Sanctuary Onslaught, I'm going to bring Volt. Or Prime. Or is it 15 plat? Alright. Yep, this should do. This should do just fine. Oh, and I need to sort the weapon on the companion. I always forget about that. Do I prefer the Comac over the twin version? I do, but not for the reason you're thinking of, probably. Just grab Verglass. The reason I prefer the standard Comac is I have a crazy ribbon for it. Plus 90% fire rate, plus 296% damage, plus 161% multi-shot. Before the Galvanized mods, that's pretty mad. Even with the Galvanized mods, that's pretty mad. Like that doesn't mess around. That just goes crazy. So, yeah. It's got minus damage to Grenier, which is not the greatest, and yet even then, even with that minus damage to Grenier, this still deals more damage to Grenier than without the mod. Against everything else, it just shreds them. It just shreds. I am going to switch that over to Dexterity, though. There we go. What do I use for all the calculations on my videos? Just like pen and paper or something like Excel? So I use Google Sheets, actually, primarily. I export any of the mathematics sheets there into a Excel file, and that gets uploaded to the Patreon under the Meet the Math. So anyone who's subscribed to Patreon at tier 2 or above, which is £5 a month or above, they get access to all those spreadsheets. All the bits and pieces I use for the math. The one for the latest video, where I do the damage reduction calculations, that'll be up there on Monday. Oh yeah. Google Sheets. Works a charm. Except for the one time it didn't. We don't talk about that. Let's do some Sanctuary Onslaught. Hello Quez, how you doing today? Math not even once? Oh, always. I'm not one of those who's going to preach that math is the secret to the universe and life and everything and whatever. ESO? I've got a spot for normal Sanctuary Onslaught. It's not ESO though, Hierarchhawk. Just standard, good old Sanctuary Onslaught. Yeah, math, I won't call it like the key to the universe or some crazy crap like that you get from some physicists and whatnot, but it is kind of crucial. Kind of crucial. If you don't understand it, you risk being just torn apart by it. Tickety saying, thanks for YouTube guides. They're really helpful in returning to Warframe after a few years away. Glad I could help you, my dude. Welcome to the channel as well here. I've always wondered, how complex can the equations get for the math videos? Alright, Matudi, have you ever heard of the coupon collector problem? The coupon collector problem came up in the investigation into how long it takes to farm a Warframe. You know, that video with 250,000 views now. Which is honestly mad, I love that. Holy shit. In that problem, it's basically asking, you know, what's the chance of you getting a unique reward after a given amount of times of getting rewards? To then get into the question of, okay, so how far do you need to take it to get stuff? What's the chance of someone getting after X tries? Yes, this is where your algebra comes into usage. X to represent an unknown quantity, or a quantity that changes based on the conditions. That's some pretty heavy stuff in and of itself. It took some while to get my head around all of that lot. Probability stacking? Kinda, yeah, pretty much. And there are some even then that I had to reduce down to shortcut or cheats in a mathematical sense because the exact answer simply got beyond reasonable calculation without using a simulated scenario. So say for example, how long it takes to farm Ivara. Because of the differing drop chances from different locations with 2 items on the same drop table, it had to be guesstimated at best. The numbers for that one aren't as exact as they are for a lot of the other frames. I mean, you can never precisely estimate the odds, you always try and get as close to a specific number as possible. No. With the odds on most Warframes, I can give you the exact odds. Now, statistics does not affect the individual. A person will never experience a statistical average. They will experience a run. If that happens to be equivalent to the average, well, lucky them. Well, actually, not lucky them. Perfectly average them. But the fact that it is the average doesn't mean they experience the average. They experience the run which happened to be average. How am I doing for kills? About 300 is fine. Yeah, say you have a 1% chance of something happening. To 1 in 100 people, it will happen. That's just a fact. That's how 1% worked. If it didn't work, then it wouldn't be 1%. But for that 1% of people, they'll be like, oh wow, I thought this was a 1%, but I got it straight away. Well, yeah, but 1%. Gonna happen to some people. Statistics do not affect the individual. I can tell you the exact statistics for the majority of Warframe farms. Some of them are just too complicated to properly calculate. I can tell you the drop tables because DE published those, but how they interact with each other, that's what goes outside of reasonable calculation. Fun stuff. Like I say, I make the math on these things available on my Patreon under Meet the Math, so that's the benefit you want to be looking for if you want to be seeing just how this stuff is calculated and fiddle around with it for yourself as well. I'm happy to answer questions over on Patreon or on the supporter channel on Discord, the supporter Tea Lounge, if you did want to know more about how that actually works. It gets very involved, you know. It's not just 1 + 1 = 2 at that point. Hydrate? Yeah, sure. There we are. Sounds like farming growing power after 20 runs, still not getting it. Yeah. Statistics do not affect the individual. Go for it, Matudi. If you subscribe on Patreon, no, and this applies to all Patreons, not just my one. If you subscribe to someone on Patreon, you immediately gain back access to the entire catalogue. And whilst you're subscribed, you then also get access to new stuff that's released. Now, if I do a video that's not mathematical based, I will usually, not always, but I'll usually have something to go up instead in its place. But for the mathematical stuff, absolutely, I'll put that stuff out there for you guys. So, the Riven Chances one, damage calculation, longest farm, both standard and prime, relic calculations, all that stuff that I've done, the mathematically intensive videos, yeah, it's up there. Some of my oldest videos, the ones from early 2020, I don't think are covered there, simply because the Patreon didn't exist then, and some of the stuff I've just not been able to recover. It was in a folder somewhere, it got lost when my computer died in August last year. But most of it's up there. Most of the math is just algebra statistics. It's basic statistics, well, not basic statistics, it is just statistics, and otherwise, yeah. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, powers and brackets. The usual bod mass, bid mass, bed mass, whatever you call it, wherever you live. Because mathematics only gets so complicated, there's only so much to it until you start getting into the hyper-theoretical stuff that goes well beyond me. Like I say, string theory, I don't understand it. Mathematics isn't something to be scared of. It's just another branch of understanding. It's like understanding fashion, it's like understanding history, it's like understanding politics, it's like understanding how to make a cake. All of them are a matter of observation, understanding, process, method, all coming together to make it where when you get a question, you know, first of all, are you asking the right question? And second, what actually is the answer? And then third, I suppose, understanding the answer you've come to. How can you understand history? I say you can only remember it. So understanding history is understanding how the pieces actually fit together. to see the perspectives involved. To give you an example, it's a modern day, a mini history, a non-history. Someone goes down the street swearing, effing and blinding at everyone. I think they're absolutely crazy. They've come off the top. Turns out that they have Tourette's, okay? Give you a very basic example. Now, this person going down the road swearing at everyone, that can lead to a physical altercation, it can lead to assault, it can lead to death. And history is understanding what actually went together, putting together the pieces. Now you put that onto a grander scale, we're talking the movement of entire civilizations. There's a lot of unknowns in there. History is piecing it together and learning from it for the future. Not just remembering what happened. Because there is no perfect memory. There is no perfect record of history. Do I think everyone is able to understand complex maths? No. No, simply not, no. Everyone has their limit. You can always push that limit. Don't ever use it as an excuse to stop trying to push your limit. Some people just simply will not get it, basically. Typically, that's only discovered into adulthood and is often related to what happened during childhood. That will affect their ability to learn it fully. But yeah, I don't think it's possible for everyone to understand every bit of mathematics. Just like it's not possible for someone to understand every bit of anything that they're head to. Some of us just aren't capable of it. You reach a point and your brain just starts making connections which won't get undone. To understand my question, something surprisingly many leaders in business cannot do. They demand action but don't understand the problem or question they're trying to solve. Yeah, basically, yeah. A lot of issues in trying to answer questions come from the fact that people are asking the wrong questions. I can give you a very simple example. What's the best Warframe? That there is not the correct question, and yet people ask it every single day.
Another satisfied customer.
On the topic of history and grand scale things, how has history affected my D&D game? Do I utilise that thought process in the creation of fleshing out my worlds? Kinda, yes.
Another satisfied
I
customer.
do try to relate to history in parts when I am making D&D worlds. I mean, it's impossible not to. We all are aware of history to an extent. What extent differs from person to person. But we are aware of it. How we relate to that is different, but it influences it, yeah. If you've only ever studied history in school, you are probably aware of nothing. I mean that as a fraction. If you could write out as a fraction how much of history you know, you would end up writing so many zeros, you'd be shocked before you got to how much percentage you actually knew. Because there are so many bizarre things in history. From contemporary things like how Australians lost a war with emus, to ancient things like just how Romans perceived homosexual relationships. There's crazy stuff all over, from the small to the big, and the more you look at it, the more crazy things you'll find. So when it comes to D&D, you could easily create some mad scenarios, purely out of the mundane of history. What's my favourite bit of math that I've had to use for one of my videos? Honestly, solving the coupon collector problem for the longest farm. When I finally cracked exactly how that all works, that was wonderful. It's a clean equation. If you're not into probability math, it's just going to look like math. But if you can appreciate a clean equation, oh, it's a nice one. One of my favourites. A large part of it coming down to just how much I had to figure out and learn to solve it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Do I think it's more like a spectrum of people not being able to understand maths, or like specific math concepts that stop people from understanding maths? Well, I mean, the two are one and the same thing you're really asking there. Is there a spectrum of things people can't understand, or is it discrete areas? Well, people get stuck on discrete bits. Almost no one will say, I'm stuck, and point to a variety of bits of understanding. They will point to a section where they go, look, I just don't understand this bit. And that section could be a bit broad, yeah. They just don't know the questions to even begin to ask for that section, but it is kind of, in its way, own way, a spectrum. People just get stuck at various bits. Any idea on how to play Baruch? I've not played a lot of Baruch. I don't really like Baruch's playstyle, but my biggest understanding is that you want to be going, the best kind of build to go for is a low duration one. Try spamming his lull ability, because duration doesn't affect how quickly he regains restraint, I believe. Yeah, try a low duration build, but aside from that, I can't give you a lot of help on it. I've never liked Baruch. Ever. I was just chat various bits about math and history here all this time. I've just been jumping around pressing 4 as Volt. This is the laziest goddamn playstyle. I'm on 935 the kills. Harrow Hawk here with their Sarin, they've got another 1,000. We're just kind of zapping everything. And we've got energy for days thanks to whoever's using Spectre Rage there. His ability don't care about duration? Yeah, pretty much. At least when it comes to maintaining his 4th. Hello Pochulo, how are you doing today? Respite alongside Augur Reach. I mean, you can do that if you need shields, yeah. It's always a thing. I'm doing pretty well, thank you Pochulo. Had some D&D earlier on today. Very long fight on that one. And now we are working through some Nightwaves. That's going all good. Just need to get to wave 8 here on Sanctuary Onslaught. I'm already doing well. Brock's always been a weird one. I don't fully understand him. I can see his abilities in individual aspects. Bringing them all together, I'm not too great with. But you'll have the Lavos soon, Slavy? Nice. What's my D&D character? It's a dwarf who loves to go around with heavy armor and a maul. But he's actually a sorcerer. Looks like I have a backpack on. Oh, I suppose, yeah, it's a hoodie. I see it. I see it. What D&D classes do I think best fit certain warframes? Say Lavos, Eureli, Sevagoth. I don't think D&D classes can really be applied to warframes. They fundamentally different how they operate. They don't use D&D classes, so just nah. They don't translate. You can make an argument for so many things, in the same way that some people try to make an argument that Gandalf is in fact a high-level fighter. I know some people will try and say, well, Lavos is an alchemist, because alchemist, right? Yeah. But it doesn't actually match the classes. Some things just don't translate. Sarin is a Circle of Spores druid. I mean, Sarin can't shape change. That's a pretty big thing for druids, wild shape. She doesn't have that. Sarin can't resurrect. Sarin can't heal people. End of. She can heal herself, but she can't heal others. Not without a subsumed ability, and then it's not Sarin. Volt is Storm Shroud Sorcerer. Not sure on that, especially the speed bit. Not sure. And there's lots of things a sorcerer can do that Volt can't. Volt can't make silent casts of his spells abilities in this game. They just don't translate. They're different things. They have things you can relate them to, but they don't translate. Oh, something's trying to die. Let's fix that. What game do I think has the most complex maths in terms of damage calculation, drop chance and such? No idea. I unfortunately do not know the details behind every game, so I couldn't even come close to giving you that answer. Just can't, sorry. What Warframe do I think best fits to be turned into an SCP? An SCP? Probably a lot of them, to be honest. SCPs can vary very wildly. I mean, Sevagoth would be right up there. Sevagoth was introduced a very SCP kind of way. Here's this weird thing, we don't really understand it, and even after we've got hold of it, we don't kind of really fully understand it. When he dies, he doesn't die, he just releases his shadow. We don't really understand the shadow aspect of him. So he's right up there. Zaku is another good one, yeah. Zaku, of Warframe that kind of reconstituted itself from multiple different failed frames. Mad. On a Warframe D&D game with Valkyr as a Beast Guardian, Beast Barbarian, and Garuda, Navarro, very different builds of Warlock. I mean, yes, you can make things which are related. I have an Iron Man build. I also have a Thor build. Because, hey, Marvel Avengers, why not? They're awesome. But Warframes and classes aren't the same thing. They're just not. You have far more customization with a class than you do a Warframe. So you can better emulate a Warframe with a class that also has more to it, but the other way around now. Harrow good fit to be an SCP? Yeah, he's another good one, absolutely. Stuff Harrow goes through, damn. Or specifically the stuff Rel goes through. Harrow's not the man in the wall? No, man in the wall would be another one, absolutely. SCPs can be related to each other, like an antagonist and protagonist kind of deal. And the Foundation just kind of goes, wow, what the fuck is this shit doing?
Another satisfied.
Oh, if you think about it, even Equinox can be quite an interesting one for the SCP to deal with. It's like, oh, what's this? Everyone entered the area and suddenly just wounds were appearing all over them. A few agents died. We finally approached the subject. There was a loud ringing noise heard on the drone and then everyone just died. They were just torn apart. We don't know what happened. That's Equinox. Agent attempted to approach the SCP. Agent suddenly fell asleep with strings attaching him to the ground. Agent could not be woken for a time.
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah. Is Quara a good Warframe? Hell yes. Quara is a powerful Warframe. She's also a bit of a pain to get. But she's strong. She is my go-to Warframe, for example, the solo interception on the Steel Path. That's a nightmare of a mission, and she makes it work. What happened to the man in the wall? Nothing. The man in the wall is still there, waiting for the story to continue. How are we doing on the kills? I've got a few. Not loads, but I got a few. Check your L-Jack, that's a good point. Yeah, man in the wall is hinted at there. So again, I've already answered that. I literally answered that word for word question earlier, so I'm not going to answer it again. If you didn't want to listen the first time, that's just a bit rude. Alright, cool. We've done our 8 zones. Jobs are good. We can dip out and enjoy our lovely, lovely rewards of honestly not much. Mr. Kenjideer, thank you for solving these practical problems. My pleasure there, CT Hero. Why is there a massive finger in the railjack? We don't really know. We know it powers the drive, and that's about it. No Quara parts, of course? Yeah, well, you know. Sometimes it do be like that. Actually gained a bit of XP on an amp I don't care about. What are the drop chances of Quara parts? Pretty bad. They are pretty bad. Let me just bring these up real quickly. Warframe. DC drops. There it is. Control F. Quara. So, the Quara chassis is rotation A, 8.33%. Quara Neuroptics is rotation B at 9.09%. Quara Systems and Quara Blueprint are both rotation C, each of them 11.28%. So if you do rotation A, B, C, a full 8 waves like we just did there, you'll have approximately something like a 16% chance of having a Quara chassis, a 9% chance of having Quara Neuroptics, and an 11% chance of having a Systems or Blueprint. So all told, you're looking at around about, let me see, something like a 1 in 3 chance of having a Quara piece.
Another satisfied customer.
Very roughly 1 in 3. But yeah, each of them is between 8 and 12%. 8, 11.5. The drop rate is not great on those. You'll be running it a few times. But the good news is you want to be running it a few times for leveling. Alright, Beard, you have a good one. Thank you, Slabby. Some theory that the finger belongs to Albrecht Entrati. Could do. There is the downside to the theory in that canonically there are many 10O, and canonically we have many railjacks. How many fingers are there? That doesn't quite work for me. I don't fully understand it. But then the Warframe lore has never been exactly robust. I try not to talk about that too much because it's yeah. Let's see, we have got 30 minutes queue for survival. We've just done a bit of a slog mission, so I want to do something a bit different. Let's do the Dragon Key Vaults on a Deimos. Let's go do those ones. Got a bug today that I could just not jump anymore. Any ideas about that? Oh, that kind of bug happens all over the place. You have ones where you can't jump anymore. You have ones where you're just stuck look in a certain direction all the time. You can move around, but you're just always looking one way. There are loads of non-interaction bugs which just completely break the game. And I managed to make it where someone just couldn't respawn. They were just dead, lying there. They didn't die. They were just dying constantly and couldn't respawn. It's weird. There are loads of bugs. Alrighty, so we're going to go on to, as I say, the Void Keys. I'm going to bring Wukong because he's a nice easy solution to that. And let's equip some of those keys. Bleeding Dragon Key. Let's bring the Decaying Dragon Key. Let's bring the Extinguished Dragon Key. Let's bring the Hobble Dragon Key. Because I don't care for waiting. I can carry all 4 keys. I don't mind. Someone else wants to bring keys as well so they can also open stuff. That'll be great. I don't care. Hello, Ryan Lazurka. How are you doing today? All good over here. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're doing well yourself. Oh, not gear, keys. This is where we build them. Let's build a few of these as well. Just so I definitely have enough for whatever I'm doing. Yeah, you're right there, Tigger. Absolutely. It is very much a grown ecosystem. I sound just like this guy called the Kenji on YouTube. That is a strange coincidence, that one. Maybe we're related. Alright, Quintus joining us. We got Harrowhawk joining us. I presume, anyway. And we have got another slot open if anyone else wants to join in for opening up some vaults here on Deimos. Just the one slot left. So you think I don't just sound like this YouTuber, the Kenjineer, I also sound like this other YouTuber, the Kenjineer. And I've heard there's this Twitch streamer, the Kenjineer. I sound kind of like him too. Like just one big family. Thought 3 of each key was enough. So I have 7 to be like my boy. I mean, I just keep building them. Honestly, I just keep building them. A copycat? Or am I the copycat? Let's switch that to friends and invite only, just so we don't get some random messing this up. The Kenjin multiverse? I mean, that could be interesting. Imagine that, more than one of me in the same room. I don't think anyone's brain would survive. Alright, Quintus is ready. Just need Harrow. There we go. Alright, let's outmath each other. I'm not sure I'd phrase it quite like that, but you never know. Think you'll die if there are any more of me? Okay, that's terrifying. Not sure what makes you think you'll die, but okay. Sorry I have such an effect. What would I talk about with myself? I'd want to know how I look and sound from someone else's perspective, really. Like, to actually interact myself. There's plenty to be learned there. Okay, I can't fly. Cannot fly. Have to bullet jump. I suppose Nova would be a good one for this as well, for the portals. The Bengineer, the Gengineer, the Kengineer, all part of the same multiverse. Fly! Fly at full speed. Oh, here it is. That was easy. Hello? Can I... That was weird. It wouldn't let me get out of Cloudwalker early. Alright, 1 down, 3 to go. Let's get out of here. As soon as we kill enough enemies. Shit. Come on, Ken, what are my top 3 frames? A question no one has ever asked. You're right, no one ever asked that question. I never get it. I don't have a prepared canned answer of Lavos, Wukong, and Equinox in that order. Yeah, Lavos, Wukong, and Equinox in specifically that order.
It is done, 10-0.
But, oh, fair momentum. I didn't have this one. Plus fire rate minus damage. That'll be why I didn't have it. Don't really need that on a shotgun. It could be more useful these days. We've got so much plus damage. Yeah. You want like Arcane Consequence? Oh, absolutely. That's a fun thing to use. Equinox is great. A lot of people just see her for MAME, and MAME is great as well. Equinox has so much power behind her. Let's switch this over to Consequence for a bit, because that's probably going to help me out here. No, definitely going to help out. What does Fail Memento help? Plus fire rate. At cost of damage. Now, I would be using Wukong for this. Unfortunately, Beard has decided to just change that. We're going to be using Titania. Alright. Let's go switch over. We'll use Titania. This is going to go swimmingly. Can I explain why holster speed is good? I can explain what it does. It's up to you if it's good enough to warrant usage. Actually, I'm going to change that build up. So holster speed makes it where you can switch weapon faster. That's it. That's what it does. You switch between your primary and your secondary faster. Yep, well, it's not that long. We're going here. There we go. You can make Equinox viable with a load of different builds. There's a lot of ways you can play Equinox. Equinox if you're in the US. Titania is great for vaults if 4 is affected by its keys. I'm sure there's supposed to be a negative in there somewhere, Lamona. I'm not sure where though.
Their rage is vehement, their focus
Oh god!
all warriors death.
Yep, I found where the negative is. Titania is not great. At least I can still blink and shoot. Those are things. Well, this is pain.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the cat bank back at base. Your part is done here, 10-0. A juggernaut nearby.
Quintus is down. Don't expect me to revive you.
Icon
I got no health and I've got no speed. Let's check around for the door. Slowly does it. Yeah, Quintus, no one's reviving you. You gotta get up, mate. I didn't see the door in these parts. Strain. Oh, can I? No, I can't get through that.
I am no longer detecting signs of
It's so slow. Also, I've nearly run out of energy. Which is a thing. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. Yeah, the hobble key does affect speed clearly now. Okay, I haven't seen the door and this is too slow for me. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. Get me out of here. Don't I have Razor Wing Blitz on? I do, but... I mean, I can do that. How's it look now? Oh, wow. Okay. Why you want to switch weapons faster? In case you have one that passively reloads whilst it's holstered, like some of the Tenet weapons, or if you got Sim Fiber, or just the Sim set. And that allows you to switch between two different setups without reloading. Say, for example, you're using Corrosive on one weapon and Radiation on another. Corrosive for taking out Ferrite armoured enemies and Radiation for taking out the Alloy armoured enemies. It's a strat. But yeah, there's not really a lot of reason for it. No, I'm going to stick with Stadia. Let's do that with Razor Wing Blitz this time. I'm going to say, hey, Gail, thought you won't be streaming today. Don't know why you thought that, my dude. It's a Sunday. We stream Sundays. Stabbed an enemy with a combo 0, somehow did 50k damage. Well, if you're building up correctly, yeah. Why do it on Steel Path? Are we on Steel Path? Are we on Steel Path all this time? No.
Unworthy foes.
We are.
Underestimate them.
I had no idea we were on Steel Path all this time. I thought things were a bit tougher than I expected. Whoops. And there was me thinking these keys were just doing a lot more than I was used to. That's great. That's honestly great. Oh well. I'll just shoot a little bit more. For the content. For the fact that I just wasn't paying attention. This guy is tanking the hell out of me. Ah, screw it. Slave to the face. Now what are you going to do? Yeah, that's right. You're going to die. I might also die.
mission.
Fly. Just fly.
Extraction point. Well done.
There we go. Because of D&D? Oh, well.
They were lured out by the
Just because I'm on one stream earlier in the day doesn't mean I can't do another one later.
or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Let's see. Where is this door hiding? If it's hiding anywhere. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Scan. Scan. Ah, the body's gone. Damn. That's unfortunate.
It's moved on. It's safe.
Hello, Zom. How you doing? Let's see if I can't find a door. It looks like there might be something this way. There is not. Probably nothing this way. Yep. Nope, not found the door again. It's going to be somewhere, but whatever. Effort. Walking with Titania being played, truly a blessed day. Yeah. Cats are dead. How do you scan them? You can scan corpses. Just that. You can scan corpses. I'm just going to make a mess on the screen now. Enjoy the fire. Phantom Killer saying, the gear calculator I use broke because now it says primary tomb finger doesn't have radial damage, but the secondary does. That's fun. Ah. Yeah, no. Whatever gear calculator you're using, it's wrong there. Which is a totally normal thing to do. Absolutely, Nightwave. It's easy to scan corpses. They're not going anywhere until they disintegrate. Did I see the Uranus spy mission speedrun? I don't think I did, no. Using Firewalker? Yup. Not only does it allow you to write in flames in the sky, but also it makes Titania faster, which is useful. Why can you scan dead enemies? Why can't you? Or why shouldn't you? You're not asking them a question, you're just scanning them. Analysing their body. Hello, Abyssal and crew. Welcome, welcome. How are we all doing today? In case any of y'all don't know, I'm the Engineer, solver of practical problems, Warframe streamer, and variety on a Friday.
Another
which has been
satisfied customer.
just Among Us for a while now. But most of my stuff is over on YouTube, so do feel free to check that out as well. But welcome to all of you. How have you been today, Abyssal? What have you been
Another
up to?
satisfied customer.
Bringing in your community on over here. What have you been up to? I don't actually need to change this build. We just need to keep going. Helios so committed to scanning stuff even when they're dead? Oh yeah, absolutely. If Helios gets a scan started, it will usually keep scanning stuff, even if you explode it into particles. It usually just keeps going. 3 Titanias for the mission, done it in 43 seconds. Nice. Still Steel Path? Oh, bollocks, yeah. I'll do it on the next one, guys. It's fine, it's fine. Got your Nightwave done? Ah, fair enough. Same deal here, absolutely. Which is probably why you come to join us. Yep. I've chosen to do this on Steel Path because I am an idiot and therefore completely forgot to change it, even after chat told me. Try Limbo out for a chance? I mean, 7 Helios, you know how to get me to play Limbo. You know how to pick a frame. Alright, I need some energy and I need it right now. Yep, energy plus. Plus. Oh well. I'm about to be forced out of fairy form. This is about to go from bad to worse. Door? Yes! I'm coming exceedingly slowly. Oh, never mind. I have consequence. I'm coming very quickly. Yeah, who needs to fly as a fairy? Look at this, I can just leap. Wait, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Where'd the marker go? Ah, it's back here. See? Easy peasy. Managed to get our last Limbo Prime piece today. Nice. Always fun to get vaulted pieces. It is indeed, absolutely. And Quintus is down again. I'm just gonna head on out of here. Quintus, you can revive yourself. You're fine. Find an orb, consume the orb, gather 250 energy. There's not that many of these around here at the moment. You know, one of it being the derelict.
They fought well. Good
Wouldn't Infested Mobility work slightly better for a corrupted vault build than Firewalker? So Infested Mobility doesn't have the same duration, and it's not so much the speed from Firewalker. We're using it to trigger, what's it called? Razorwing Blitz. So that's the reason for that. Razorwing Blitz is what's actually giving us the speed buff. It's cheap to cast, very low energy cost. Gives a bit of a speed buff, and also it happens to right in the air, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's give this another go. Festive ability works like Volt Speed? Yes, but no. Yes, but definitely no. Oh, I've done it again. You're too slow, Lamona. Gotta catch me at the end of the mission, not at the start of the next one. God damn it. Whatever. I'm just walking. Screw flying. I'm just going. Give me a headshot. Give me a headshot. There we go. Yeet. Oh. Yeet. There we are. Got him. Probably. Oh no. Got him. Clearly, even with 4 Dragon Keys and a slightly foobar build, I can still do Steel Path. So why should I switch, you know? Look, I mean, look how high I can jump in a single jump. See how mad that is? Just whoop. Who needs flight when you can do that? Oh, I didn't even mean to jump into this room. That's how fast I'm jumping. Glaive is overpowered. It is indeed. And I'm going to use it until they nerf it. Is there a door through here? I feel like there might be. Because this area continues for a bit. And I don't know. That just tips me off as to something might be this way. Jesus, where the hell does this go? Aha! Aha! Yes! Got it!
You've unlocked an Orokin vault.
Yeah.
Your Warframe
Too good.
is being impaired by the artifact.
Literally just too good for the game.
Something is different about this artifact.
They'll definitely nerf the glaive at some point. Oh yeah. I have no idea when they'll get around to it, but they've got to nerf it. Something is just wrong about it. Oh, not just something. We know what's wrong about it. It deals far more damage than it has any right to do. In an AoE, basically 0 cost at range. Yeah, the other glaives, they are decent. Glaive Prime just has mad stats behind it and a guaranteed slash proc on anything it doesn't kill straight away. Just mad.
It is done, 10-0.
Burdened magazine? Yikes. Glaive throw can out damage a lot of weapons? That's understatement of the stream right there. Jeez. How was this from Slavy? It is... Hello, can I join the next game? And change it to a normal mission. And... What's the other end? Oh, it's a correction. I see ya. Sure, you can join in, absolutely. Come on in. What do Orokin ciphers do? Nothing. There used to be something. I actually cannot remember what that something is. It's so old. But now they do nothing. And instead, you can feed them here. They finally added it in for something. I think it might be bile? Yeah, you can feed 5 of them at a time for bile. That's it. That's what they do now. As I'm saying, hey, random question. You're the only one I can ask. How to stun a cruise ship? Having some problems with them. So if you want to stun a cruise ship, use the ability Blackout Pulse. Should be able to show you it right here. Yeah, here we go. Blackout Pulse. You hit a cruise ship with that, or detonate it right next to the cruise ship, and they will just stop dead until the effect wears off them. That's how you stun them. Nice and easy. Wait, forgot to get keys? Well, I got some keys as well. Orokin Cipher used to be involved in the Hidden Messages quest. Oh, fair enough. Alright, let's go. You can shoot down the cruise ship if you don't have Blackout Pulse. Yeah, you can still just shoot it, but it's also where you can stun it. Keep in mind, it does not stop the Corpus Shield from following you around the ship. Yes, true. For that, use the
Another
Photor,
satisfied
because it
customer.
has punch through.
Find them and capture them.
Did I set the mission to standard? I don't think I did. Oh, I did! Well, that's a lot easier, isn't it? Look at that.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captain back at base. Your part
We're all good.
10-0.
Arok saying I did? Well, you can't set the mission type on my screen and I'm the host. So I clearly did. Ah, Kavats! Yes! Scan them. And I didn't get anything from it. Nope. Little bit of standing, not what I needed. Can I help you to kill the sister? If you redeem the option pick a mission, Or if you otherwise tip some bits to, or just make a tip to the stream to support that choice, I can help you out for a bit. Hello, here we go.
A pristine Orokin vault.
Yeah, if you want us to break away from the plan for the day on the stream, then you either redeem the pick a mission option or tip to the stream to do the same thing.
The vault artifact. Let's
Why does Corpus Railjack give out so many credits? Because D wanted you to do Railjack, fun fact.
this won't be easy.
This comes as a surprise to some people, but D realised maybe they should actually give rewards for missions to make people want to play them. And so they did that. And my waypoint is bugged. God damn it. There we go. I'm going past an item start. I do that now. I've got loads of them, Segelios. I got loads of them. You've seen how many sculptures I've got. God damn it, this is not the way. Waypoint, plus. Which way is it? Is it up here? It's got to be up here then. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! After all the money went into Railjack, they couldn't ditch it? I mean, yeah, obviously. Railjack is a fun mission type, though. At least, mainly the Grineer ones. The Corpus ones, not so much. But the Grineer ones are. There we go then. Oh, got Magnum Force. It says it's new. I know I have more than that one. This is not new to me. I am certain I already have Magnum Force. I think. Maybe. Maybe. Oberon Prime? Yeah, we can use that next. Can't remember what we were going to do next, but sure. Let me just double check. Have I got Magnum Force already? I'm sure I have. Surely. Never mind, I was wrong. I didn't already have it. Okay, wow. I mean, it's not really a useful mod these days, but okay, fair enough. Corpus 1 says too many side objectives before you even start the main mission. More, the issue for me is how many objectives in Corpus Railjack are nothing to do with Railjack. How the entire party has to stop Railjacking to go do the so-called mission. And some of your Railjack stuff just stops operating, like the ability to teleport back to your Railjack once you're done on the boarding mission. Just like, what? It's weird. Not Oberon, it's Oberon. There we go. I'll check the build in a moment. How many keys do I have left? That's a good question. Let's have a look here. I have now 4 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these, and 3 of these. There we go. In-game name is The Kengineer. No command for it, I'm just The Kengineer, wherever you find me. If I'm somewhere else and it doesn't say The Kengineer, it's not me. I'm just The Kengineer. Let's see, what build we got here? We got strength, a little bit of duration, a little bit of efficiency, smite infusion. Ah, it's probably a smite infusion build then. That would make sense. Cool. Alright, we're bringing Oberon to these next missions, guys. Corpus Railjack is basically making the loading screen a minigame. I mean... No, I think that's unfair. The game mode we get leading up to the Corpus Ground missions isn't a minigame. There's definitely more to it than that. However, the fact that they have extensive objectives there and then a ground mission afterwards, that I don't like. That I just do not like. Oh hey, we got another bit of Krez. Nice. Let's do...
for the exception.
I'm not going to do that. I've got radiation kills to do. Let's do that and the rescue missions. That should be fine. Daves? Daves, you okay there? Game pay to win, laggy trash, Mars Junction boss got God mode, 1-hit kills. Daves, you okay? Sounds like you're having some trouble, mate. You want to think through what you've said and try and formulate that into an actual proper sentence? Because it sounds like you're just trashing on this game for no good reason, and if that's all you're looking to do, rule 1 applies, mate. You know. Try again. Farmer, farmer? Farmer, farmer? Do we have a farmer, farmer? Yes, we do. There we go. I'll see you there, mate. Welcome. Did I buy the pumpkin head? I don't think I did. Probably get around to that. What was I saying? So it's basically play a game to play a game, then play the previous game again to get back to the main game. I also don't understand what that's supposed to mean, Smuggler. At least you're not upset with the game at this one, but don't understand what that means. Getting a little bit too broad from what's happening here. What are we going to do with the rescues? You know what? Are there any rescue fishers? No, of course there aren't. That would be too easy. Okay, fine. Let's do lure rescue because... No, not you. Lure rescue, because no one does those. Normally. That's going to be... you. There we are. Okay, Smuggler, alright. So I'm saying high tornado risk might dip suddenly. Fair enough, Som. Stay safe. I could look at getting a pumpkin and Cyandanas in a bit, yeah. I'll have a look at them in a moment. Yeah, I get wanting to combine Railjack with the normal game. The way you do that is you combine them. Like, combine. Mix together. Not slap one on the end of the other and force you to do both at the same time, but not at the same time. Just in orbit, yes you can. You can use the Railjack without a clan by going to any relay from Saturn onwards. The relays from Saturn onwards have a dry dock, which allows you to utilise your Railjack and join other people as well. I still have the keys equipped. Whoops. That's not useful. Look how slow I am. Go! I'm actually sprinting right now. This is sprint speed. Yep. I need to get rid of those keys in a moment.
If security detects you, it will start the process
Oh,
to shut down
I need to go around.
severing any link with our agent.
Flip, flip, flip and roll. That's how I'm going to get to the next step. Place. Coaction drift puzzle. Don't mind if I skip that. How are things going on, Sarnit? Going on pretty well. Thank you very much. Aside from the fact I forgot to take off these keys. We're just cracking through some Nightwaves today. How are you doing? You can also gain access to your Railjack from your orbiter. There is that too, yeah. I mean, in terms of modding it though, you do need to go to a dry dock. Choose the kid? Nah. Nah, I don't really enjoy using them. Let's just jump our way underneath all of this, because why open the door when we can just sneak in? Oh, they've already done it. Never mind. You can mod it from the orbiter too? There's some stuff you can't do in the orbiter. I'm sure there's some stuff you just can't do in the orbiter. I can't remember which bits, but there's some stuff you can't do. Railjack wise. Whether it's modding, the actual Railjack itself, or if it's the weaponry, is something you can't do with your Railjack in the orbiter. Even that's why I've just missed it all this time, which is quite possible. I'll just go to the dojo. Now I use a kid, it's being slow. Can't assign components on a Railjack. Alright, yeah. Can't do salvage weapon swaps in the orbiter. There you are. So it's the actual setup of the Railjack you can't do, and you can't sort the crew. All you can do is the Plexus, by the sounds of it. Yeah, Plexus and avionics. Alright, let's go take these keys off. That was annoying. Let's go round. Bye, 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 bye. There we go. Right, now we can see Oberon actually getting around the map. After that, we'll then switch on over to using Limbo. As requested by St. Helios. We'll do another rescue with Oberon, then Limbo. Once we've done all these rescue missions, it will be a 30-minute Kuva survival. So if you want to be joining in for that, send me a message in game. That is of course the Kengineer. Let me know you want to be part of that. If you've not joined in so far today, you'll be given priority to join in over others who have already been part of the squad today. Just to keep it fair. Let's just get some radiation kills. Actually, I can just use Smite Fusion, can't I? There we go. That'll give me radiation kills. Again, did I not put my MR30 hood cap on my landing craft? The hood cap? There's that enemy, there it is. There's a hood cap?
There is a vault portal nearby. If security detects you, it will start the process to shut down the portal, severing any link.
I have to have a look into that. I'm saying, so I don't want to watch the video while the stream is up, especially with me missing so many. Not crazy for liking adaptation on frames like Trin. It's, even if it's reducing overall less % damage, if you have other damage resist, it's still making you... Yeah, Zom, yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah. Now I can see what you're asking there. Does adaptation reduce the damage by 90% after the other resistances? The answer is yes. So if you activate Trinity's link and they are 75% resistant, you're taking 25% damage. Add on adaptation, when it's fully stacked, you'll now be taking 2.5% of the damage. Yes, they work together. You're not crazy for using it like that. In the video I go into depth on how different mods stack together, including corrections to the wiki. The wiki is out of date by a couple years in some places, so you can take it from me. I've tested all of the stuff I've talked about in the video, and yeah, if it contradicts the wiki, mine's more correct. I've done it just a few days ago. Get some radiation up in this. Just farming a few radiation kills on the way out. I know we've done the mission, I just want the rad kills. The less I have to worry about damage types, the better. There's an enemy down there. Where'd they go? Oh, there you are. That was useful. Nightwave saying there's a unique MR30 thingy for my landing craft. I'm going to have a look at that. So, Jack for Kuva. Sure, yeah, we'll bring you in once you're on to the Kuva missions. To extract. There we go. Oh boy, Cosmic Spectre Blueprint, the worst of them all. Absolutely pathetic those ones are. It would be nice if they made a change there. It really would be. But hey, you can still farm the low level ones nice and easy, so there's that. Was Oberon's 2 changed at some point? I mean, probably. How far back are we talking, Zen Helios? We got Oven Cake for Kuva. Yep, so Jack and Oven Cake will be joining us for the Kuva missions once we get to those. That means there is one more slot available. Unless one of these guys... Oh, unless it's taken, one of these guys can have it. Now, I just want to check, is this my Smite build? No. This one? No. No. I appear to have lost my Smite build in favour of a Gloom build. Oh well. Why are higher star Specters worse? I'll show you very quickly, yeah. I go Spectre. So you can build 10 of the 1-star ones, 5 of the 2-star, 3 of the 3-star, and 1 of the 4-star. They all take 8 hours to make, so you can make these ones faster than the others, and these ones are stupidly cheap in comparison. Per Spectre, 750 salvage, 500 ferrite. Whereas for Cosmic Spectre, you are spending 500 circuits, 1,000 plastids, 5,000 nanospores, and a gallium. the bonus you get for a higher star. This one I think has something like +3 levels, this one +5, and this one +10 levels. So if the enemy level is level 30, you'll spawn level 30, 33, 35, or 40 Spectre. Something like that. You get a few extra levels. I'm not sure even if it is +10, it might be +5 at that tier or something. It's very little plus. And for the extreme cost and how few you can build at a time, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Yeah. Is Croto on viral better for Exodia Contagions or? Saw your video on it, Kemp. It seems that anything viral we use or for dies anyway despite being corrosive. Yeah. So a caveat to the whole viral versus corrosive debate is if you're killing in one shot, viral stops being quite so useful. The whole viral versus corrosive is under the impression that you are gaining status effects. If you're dealing just pure damage, there we go, we've got virus as well, so we've got our squad for the EQ a bit. If you're just doing straight up damage, status doesn't apply anymore, does it? And the only thing that makes viral good is status. You don't have status, you don't care about viral. If you are killing in one shot, you don't have status. Therefore, one shot, viral's no good. What about viral and corrosive together? Any use to that? Well, you can mod it in exceedingly few circumstances, but if you can mod it and you got status, then yeah, go for it. What Specters do you make? Depends on what you're looking to use a Spectre for, really. Wisp, Trinity, and Nidus are pretty much the best ones to go for.
Searching all portals for lost archives, 10OCT has been trapped by a long-forgotten Oregon security mechanism.
Alright, Daves, you're banned.
This agent.
I told you to come back here with a proper sentence. What you came back with was just more trash talking on something. It's clearly not a pay-to-win game, so get fucked, mate. I'm not here for someone who doesn't know how to communicate properly. Man-children not welcome. Bye. Does subsumability also apply to Spectre as well? No. Spectres are base copies. They don't get subsumed abilities. They don't get mods. I don't think they get even augments. They're just their basic version. Octavia Spectre can be pretty good. Yeah, there are other Spectres which are useful as well. I just named the top 3 ones, I'd say. The glaive is satisfying.
Another satisfied customer.
Spectres do reload weapons unless you tell them to hold position. Then part of their code just kind of breaks. Oh, let's see if I can get a former. I want a former. Come on. Come on, give me a former. Nope. Ooh, nearly fell on the wrong spot. Who reactivated it? Slavy, fuck off. I'm doing it. I'm literally already here. You can see me doing it. Slavy! Slavy, fuck off. With all the nicety I can say it, which is none. Fuck off, you're breaking it. Ah! Right, let's try it again. Imagine just walking onto it and activating it like random. Ugh. So cringe. It's alright, Slavy. Just watch your step. Alright, come on, former. Death Knight Ampule.
Thank you, Tenno.
It's our agent.
Never mind, Slavy. You were right for destroying it. It was a waste of time and space. Ah, dear. I honestly gotta say, is this a viable former farm? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I tried, it's not. Just no. Farm platinum instead. But yeah, I think, Slavy, that might actually be the first time I've had someone mess it up when I was doing it. So congratulations. It's very unfortunate you misstepped then. I've literally never had someone unintentionally mess it up for me before. I say unintentionally because I'm pretty sure I've had it messed up for me by Tomatazaki before now. Because he's like that. Limbo Prime Syndana looks amazing. does go with it quite well, doesn't it? You got an ad? Yeah, you will get ads. It's Twitch. Twitch loves ads. I didn't run one, so that's Twitch doing it to you. It's okay, Savvy. You just got to watch out for that puzzle and see if anyone else is already doing it based on the sounds you can hear. What do I think about Volt Prime? Volt Prime is basically Volt, but Prime. And Volt's a good frame. If you need speed, Volt will give you it. If you need to nuke a room, Volt will give you it. If you need to have additional electric damage onto your weapons for some reason, Volt will give you it. Gone for half a year now as a 50-meter wide, a 50-meter wing Sindana. Yeah. Yeah, let me grab the build that I have it on. There we go. Have a wing in your face, chat. There you are. It's big. I would like to talk about Oberon's second ability again because it was dismissed. Okay, Helios, I don't dismiss things. If I miss them, I miss them. Otherwise, like, just talk about it, okay? Come on, we've got a few people being a bit underhanded here today. Don't add to it. Just say what you want to say. Oberon's second used to be able to negate magnetic wave proc from Eidolons, right? I actually have no idea. Genuinely no idea. Certain things seem to be randomly blocked and others not. I know, for example, Revenant's Mesmer skin used to not block the damage from the Eidolon's magnetic wave until he got down to 2 health remaining, and then it would block it. So things are always a bit weird with Eidolons. I'm not sure on that one. Bulkmeister's saying it did, though. Right, we have done Limbo, we have done Oberon, I think we've done all the rescue missions we need to do, so it's time to remake squad for the coup for survival. I'm gonna bring Lavos. Lavos is just good for survival. What makes Glaive Prime so much better than Glaive? Stats. Absolutely, let me bring up normal Glaive here for you. The Glaive Prime, you can see, has a higher attack speed, a higher combo duration. Is this working off base stats? Yeah, it's base stats. Much higher crit chance, much higher status, much higher damage, much higher heavy attack damage. The Throde stats are even higher as well. And Glaive Prime has a built-in slash procs on heavy attack. I don't know if Glaive itself does. Let me just double check that before I say that one, to be honest. Normal Glaive, heavy attack. Yeah, it's got guaranteed impact and blast. Impact, you don't really need. Blast, you really don't need. Slash, however, on Glaive Prime is absolutely amazing. So it's got better stats in pretty much every possible way, and it's got a much better heavy attack damage. A combo duration is boosted. Yeah, it does seem like that stat's broken here for some reason. Not sure why that's not showing me a base stat. Okay, so ignore the combo one, but everything else, yeah. I did think that was a bit weird. I didn't think it had a combo like that. That's just the game being stupid. Alright, in saying that, I have missed now a bunch of messages, so if I've missed your message, sorry, it's just kind of scrolled up a bit. That happens on a stream when we get 88 people in here. So, if anyone's message has been missed, feel free to send it again if I've not answered you. If I have answered you and you missed it, well, that's on you. If I have missed your message, sometimes that just happens. That's going to happen. I was saying 3 months ago, used Oberon to do a bit of solo Eidolon hunting. His 2 didn't work. Could have been a bug. Not sure. Alright. Quintus, Harrowhawk, Slavy, it's been good having you in. It's time for a new squad set. Give everyone else a little bit of a chance to play. Jack, here you go. There was Oven Cake, there you go. And Varys. There you go. Just going to close off those other tabs so I know who's where in the rotation, as it were. Welcome, my dudes. Thanks for joining in, Hawkmeister. There may be space for you again later in the stream, depends what we're doing afterwards, but yeah, let's get this next bit cracking. Is there a Kuva survival? No, it's mobile defense. We'll just do the normal one. Seal path or normal? Oh, just normal on this. Just normal, because we gotta go 30 minutes. I don't want us to risk having it just too harsh on someone. Tafuni at the right level. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Perfect. Let's go do this. If you don't have throw a Glade Prime, which throwable melee is the next best, I would honestly say just go for the Zoris. Reason being, modding into the Zoris will also mean that you can use that to great effect in the Granum Void. It's basically designed for it. And because of its unlimited combo, it's very useful to you if you're looking to go for a heavy combo build, because you don't have to worry about combo duration at all. So yeah, Zoris I'd say would be a one to go to. It's also relatively easy to get. Ah. Oh, I look forward to when the dentist can get my jaw fixed. That'll be nice. Oh, we got an Octavian in the squad. Nice. I'm going to go invisible a lot of the time. Zoris is free when you complete Deadlock Protocol? Yeah, that's the one. That is indeed the one. Hello, Blagger. How you doing today? Very useful to get Tenet Sisters. Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, Granum Void. Get Protea, you can get the Sisters. Very lovely. And I think there's some other weaponry you get from it as well. Is it Stout, I want to say? What do I think of the Bubonico? Not used it much, however, I know that it is a good weapon because Beardface loves the shit out of it, and he's sensible when it comes to modding up the weapons. So yeah, Bubonico's pretty decent. I just haven't used it much. Oh well, itchy nose. There we are. Killing Protea can be a pain if you don't have the right mods. Can be, yeah. To get the right mods. Like, basically. If I recall correctly, you should be able to get Zoris before defeating Protea. I can't remember. I think you do. Not sure. Salsha and Stray for parts behind Granum Void. Ah, okay. There we are then. That'll be the ones. Let's grab some of this loot. What if Protea versus Protea? Then you bought Protea from the market, clearly. There we are then. As Nightblade says, you can get Zoris before having to actually fight Protea. So if you can't do the Protea fight, you still can get Zoris. Not a problem. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I'm basically just guarding these things. Just to make sure we get the maximum coup we can whilst we're here. Because I'm not a fan of doing these half-hour missions, but we'll do it. The stand around and wait style of endurance missions have never been that interesting to me long term. I'll do the missions here or there, but unless forced to, I don't usually do the half-hour plus runs. Disruption's different because Disruption's a very active game mode, and Survival can be active until it turns into mobile defense. What's the difference between all the different kinds of Specters? I mean, depends which Specters you mean there, Canty. There's a lot of different Specters, so is there a particular 2 or 3 you're looking to me compare for you? The 1-star, 2-star, so on. Okay, so the benefit of a 2, 3, or 4-star over a 1-star is that they start or spawn with a slightly high level. So if I look at this guy, he's got level 33. He died very quickly, but I might have died just in time. If I throw down a Spectre right now of a 1-star, which I should have, there we go. 34, yeah. The mission level is now 34, so it spawns level 34. There she goes. 2-star, 3-star, 4-star spawn with ever so slightly high levels. It's like somewhere between 2 and 10 extra levels, I think. Really? That's not a lot of difference. Most Spectres you'll be using not for what they get from their levels, but just kind of their abilities. And if you use them for their levels, it's because you're in a very high level mission. A couple levels difference is not going to matter. So the Spectre level is the only benefit, and it doesn't really matter. The downside is that 2, 3, and 4-star are increasingly more expensive to build, and you get fewer Spectres at a time on building. Oh, where is that thing? Oh, this way. So the end result is that you end up paying more for less. So the 1-star Spectres are the best ones. They just are. Yeah, Zom, if you look at it, it's like a number of frames don't really match their signature weapons. It's like the, what's it? Yeah, Wisp gets a passive on being up in the air, and it makes her invisible. But that vanishes when you shoot, even with something like the Fullman. Hang on. You look at your Rayleigh, hey, here's a crit bonus for moving on your secondary. By the way, her secondary has very little crits. Hang on. Some of the combinations of Warframe and signature weapon don't really make a lot of sense at all, nah. High level missions, the difference is negligible. The high level missions, yeah, absolutely. But even in lower level missions, you won't really notice the difference, because the difference between level 5 and level 10 enemy or Spectre isn't that big. Like, a level 10 isn't twice as good, it's just there. By the way, for the new video on HG Spectre, yeah. I stopped adding in bonuses, partly to stop the video from getting absurdly long, but also because we'd reached 1 billion times damage reduction, or near enough. I decided at that point, you know what, I think I've proven a point. You can get a lot of damage resistance. We don't need to take it any further at that stage. I drew a line. If you have a look at the timestamps, we spend like over a third of the video looking at how absurd we can make it. I didn't want it to get any longer than that. I just drew a line. But you're absolutely right. Heard Ken doesn't do the maximum anymore. He's not what he used to be. Alright. People have been like that from the start, like, oh, well, this one thing can give you 3% extra, which means you're not a real Warframe YouTuber. Some people really are like that in the comments. Okay, thanks for your opinion. I'm just going to walk away from that one now. Oh my god. Engineer's talking about builds, but he's got a mod that isn't max. Okay. Did you notice the bit where I was one-shotting everything already? Like, what? People complain about anything. I had someone complain that they didn't know who I was on a community post. It's like, alright, thanks for the comment. You're going to see more of me now because you've interacted with it. I don't know why YouTube showed me to you. Maybe you searched Warframe. People complain about anything. I learned that working retail and working call centers. I've done both of those. I'm used to it. I need to take this over here. There we go. Okay, that one instantly exploded. Whoops. It's so sad that people behave and are actually like that. There's probably just, I don't know, there's various reasons people to act like that. I've stopped trying to think about it and just accept it as a part of life. Some people are just rude for no reason. Some people are elitist. Some people just never grow out of the bully mindset. Hell, they could be an 11-year-old bully. Literally. Who are we to know? Who are we to care? I don't. But there I'm just like, whatever, go away. Imagine listening to Hellscape those YouTube comments. I do actually read through basically all of the YouTube comments. Because sometimes people have got good things to say. Or important things to say, I should say. If I see a lot of people pointing out the same thing on a video, it's important to you, y'all. Give you a very plain example of that. On the frame farming time, almost every single negative comment is talking about Mesa. And how I didn't talk about a crucial part of the farm. And you know what? They're right. I didn't. And I should have. I didn't look at the time it takes to get the keys to do Mesa. So, yeah, sometimes the comments are worthwhile to look at. Some people have very good criticisms to share. And other people are absolute arseholes, and you just kind of have to deal with it. You can either have tough skin as a content creator, or you can fail as a content creator. Do I like Ghost of the Void as a Warframe soundtrack? I can't remember which one it is, sorry. Couldn't really say. The Warframe soundtrack overall is pretty decent. There's some bangers, there's some not so bangers. Overall it's pretty decent. I probably like Ghost of the Void. I just can't remember which one it is. Brainchild saying, I actually prefer YouTube videos. You're succinct and concise while still including pertinent info. I mean, that's exactly what I go for. Pretty much every video script I've done has gone through at least one, normally two, revisions before it goes to a script that I actually record and put into a video. To take out the chaff, to take out the extra stuff that really doesn't need to be there. If you want the extra details, you come to the Twitch channel right here, and you ask me those extra bits that I didn't cover. By asking specifically about them, not broadly. When someone comes here and says, hey, what do you think about the Fullman? I'm not going to go into a full full monologue on that. Ghost of Voice could go on enchant. Can't bring it to mind, sorry. How much for you to give me adaptation? I'm not selling adaptation, but if you go to warframe.market, you'll find people who are selling adaptation on any platform. Warframe.market is a great website for getting various mods and accessories to improve your Warframe experience. Oh yeah, I'm sure I can't say anything else, absolutely. I've unlocked most of the music, not all of it, but most of the music in the game for the Orbiter. And that includes Wheel Lift, I've got that unlocked there as well. What do I think about status weapons? They are an option you can use. That is as far as I can have an opinion on such a thing. They are an option. What's the highest damage you can get hit at level cap? So people always say that damage reduction becomes useless, shield gating is the way to go. So yeah, the damage, even before level cap, the damage gets absolutely insane. You can stack reduction all day long. You are wasting your time if you're going level cap, because stuff will just one-shot you anyway. So rather than trying to spend time holding on to damage resistance for higher and higher levels, you can instead just be better at not getting hit. I need to be going this way. I got lost. I say, for example, you spend 5 mods on damage resistance. Okay? Imagine 5 mods on damage resistance. And that gets you, instead of dying at level 100, you die at level 1000. Cool. You managed to go 900 more levels without dying. Alternatively, you could avoid the damage using shield gating for those little moments where you don't quite avoid the damage, and spend those 5 mods instead on dealing more damage or crowd control, stopping the enemies from hurting you in the first place. Now you can get up to max level because you don't worry about the damage anymore. What if we definitely want my adaptation? Well, you can't have it. Simple as that. My adaptation mod is not for sale. As I'm saying, here's the thing. When I watched your status video, you don't talk about their duration. What, you meaning in the damage type? explain video. Why not mention the durations of them?
Collect the Kuba.
In most cases they're 6 seconds. There's a couple of them which are 8 seconds. I think it's mainly radiation procs. And you can modify the durations, but really they just kind of exist. Pretty sure I've talked about the durations, but I may have missed or said them in a different part and it's just not quite clicked.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
Oh, hi Evie, or rather, good night Evie. Have a good lurk. I'm not looking to trade the one. Not looking to trade there, 1-1. They all died to that? I think someone else killed. Status duration is not necessary? Yeah, basically. You can get some status duration from various Warframe passives like Lavos's and some Rivens and whatnot, but it's not something you need to focus on. It's something to be aware of though, because tanking status duration, dropping it, can be a bad thing. Okay, where are we on our tea? Oh, this tea. There we are, I've finished that cup of tea now. 1-1, why do you want my adaptation mod so much? Savvy? I got you covered. Bam!
Another satisfied customer.
Want to know how to build? Want to know the only build you'll ever need for Lavos? Problem solved. I got you a whole video on it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you can kill enemies within 3 or 4 shots, status duration doesn't matter that much. Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes, however, another way of playing is to start damaging enemies, put the damaging status on them, and then go work on the next enemy. Because you've done enough damage that they will die, you just need to wait for them to realise it. That's where status duration has a play. Other times you're using status to hold off enemies or deal with enemies in a way that's not killing them. And there again, status duration has an effect. But you're absolutely right. If you're just killing them outright within a second or two, then yeah, status duration you can just ignore it mostly. The adaptation mod would be like an autograph. You'd have no proof it was from me. Nothing would say it was the Kenjadir adaptation mod. You know what would be more like something from me? Merch. Have a Kenjadir mug. Then you can share a cup of tea with me at the same time. I would show you my one, but it's currently in the dishwasher. It's the way things happened. Worth noting, it got updated. Think blind range got changed for continuity. Yes, I'm trying to, yes. I don't know if I put that in the comments of the video. I probably should. But yes, the impact of efficiency got buffed on Lavos. And so I didn't want to have as much strength on him, because what he uses strength for, you can make up for with just having more status around anyway. And so the continuity means that the statuses you do have last longer, which will allow you to benefit from them more as Lavos. And it also ups his damage effectively. Anything with personal naming cannot be traded? Exactly, yeah. But it's never too late, as I say. Grab yourself a mug, have it come through. There you are, ready to have a cup of tea, solving practical problems here together on stream. Whether you're actually doing Warframe problems, or if you're doing engineering, maths, physics, whatever else you guys are up to. I noticed we don't seem to get very many people talking about being artists in here. I feel like I have a certain type of audience in the main. I could be wrong. There could be artists hiding among you who just haven't said, hey, I do art. Look at my art. And if you do have an amazing art piece, pop into your achievements on the Discord channel. I'd love to see some stuff like that. Question, are the mugs coffee proof too? Yes, you can put coffee into the mugs. I don't recommend it because tea is better than coffee, but if you really want to put coffee in there, you can. These are premium quality mugs. They aren't designed for just one use. You can use them to put your paint water in if you really want to. Musician moderator? Oh, absolutely. Musician and constructor, building constructor moderator. You ham up the diversity around here, don't you, Beard? On top of that, we have the other moderator on the channel, 10OCT21, who is himself obviously a graphic designer. He does a lot of the graphics for the Kenjineer brand. So pretty much all of the thumbnails that you see for videos, that's Tom's work. How much does a box of tea cost? I mean, it depends on what size box you're looking at, what kind of tea you're going for. I think for a decent sized box for a week of tea bags, probably a couple quid, something like that. I can't remember, to be honest. Candy's saying, designed my clan glyph. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you want to share that as an achievement on the Discord, feel free to go ahead and do so, Canty. We have got a specific Euro achievement section. If you're proud of it, share it there. Show it to the rest of us. Getting a glyph that everyone's happy with is itself an achievement. I'm presuming there's others in the clan who agreed to it. So obviously, I do think a channel in Discord with updates to builds, use a lot, or have videos on that have changed, could be useful. Days on, you know exactly where to put a suggestion like that, although I think you've already posted that in the suggestions channel. It's just not been made a priority for me so far. You're 2 people in the clan, it's 1 week old. Well, fair enough. If you're proud of it all the same, you're welcome to share it. You know where it goes now. Oh, I should be putting this in here. There we go. Ken's Warframe clan might be named the Engineers of Ken. Ah, we've got a clan. Run by 10OCT21. It is called Moonlight Bliss. Because he liked the sound of the name. That's it.
Look what our 10OCT just found.
Ooh, Acti-like.
Do this without you.
The thing is, like, long term, if something changes year to year, certainly if there's been an update well down the line from a video, I'm more likely to just end up doing another video on it. Because that'll push that to the top of the recommendations and move the old video out of the way. Rather than having a second source hidden on a Discord, which most people won't find. Usually just straight up new videos is the better way to update. Yes, our clan does have a temple to Clem. He is not overhyped. Clem is our Lord and Saviour of RNG. You praise Clem, you get gold. That's how Clem works. Oh, he's definitely playing up today. That's not good. Bottom question concerning mugs and tea. Doesn't the wrench alter the taste of the tea? Well, you see, that's why you have a food-safe wrench. Just as simple as that, really. Have one that's food-safe. Or just have a strong, you know, strong system that can handle a wrench slightly contaminating things. Just make sure it's cleaned off, you know. Don't put an oiled wrench into your tea. That's bad.
Another satisfied customer.
How far are we through? We're on 21 minutes. Ah, okay, cool. We're getting there. We're 70% of the way through this. And I need that over there. Thank you very much. Yep, there we go. Let's pop this into here and get some more Kuba going.
Modification successful.
You want another life lesson in terms of mugs? Using them for various purposes. If you're using a mug as your paint water, have it a different colour mug. Because if you have 2 white mugs next to each other, one of them for your tea or coffee and one of them for your paint water, you're going to put your paintbrush into your tea and then you're going to be a bit upset. Always have a different coloured mug for your paint water. Ask me how I know. Use a screwdriver to stir your tea? I don't think that'll be very effective, but fair enough, thank you, else. You can use pretty much anything, really. Hence why my logo's got a spanner in it. Oil, drink your paint water? Oh god, that's even worse. Yeah, don't drink your paint water. Definitely don't drink your paint water. That's horrifying. So I was saying, just watched a video about Lavos. Awesome. There we are. You are now more learned and ready to fight well, 10O. "23 minutes, 7 more to go. We're getting there." Use a used screwdriver, Kelly. Used screwdriver. Oh, you used a used one to start ET. Well, I mean, again, as long as it's cleaned afterwards. Most things are already used. Do I have a video about the Cedo? Islavy, I've got a trick here for you. Zom's beating me to it. I was going to say, just try exclamation mark Cedo, see what happens. But Zom, you're even faster than the joke. Thank you, Zom. And that person's now dead. Easy. I'm pretty sure my Sentinel is killing half these enemies around here. Although my Spectre is still going around, I forgot about them. If I have a peek over here, yeah, you can see the enemies are up to like level 59 now. My Spectre's still level 34. So if I'd have spawned one that was like 10 levels up, there'd be 44 versus level 59 enemies. Like, you can see why the star really doesn't matter. Just go for the low level one, it's cheaper. Someone's going to stick a power drill in a cup of tea at this point. I officially do not recommend doing that. There you are. If you do it now, you're on your own. How much platinum have I made from transmutation? Probably about 1,000. Somewhere in that ballpark. Just wanted to know if you did make a video about Cedo. Yeah, because there are so many videos at this point and the questions do come up somewhat frequently. If you do exclamation mark and a topic, if I've done a video on it, it will link you to it. Got that for all of them. If I haven't done a video on it, you'll do exclamation mark and the topic and then nothing happens. And then you know what else to look out for. Imagine sticking a tea bag at the end of the drill to infuse tea faster. Again, horrifying. You're good at that, Nightblade. Let's grab you. Grab the capsule, and we're ready. What's the top companion weapons, excluding hound ones? Burglass. All the rest is just terrible. Just use Burglass. There we are, guys. You found all the videos I haven't done. I haven't done Zenith, I haven't done Topic, and I haven't done drinking paint water. I don't think I ever will do a video on drinking paint water, but there we go. Am I going to run out of exclamation mark commands? I hope not. I don't know if there is a limit, and if there is, well, one day I'll be screwed, but it is not today. I haven't done a video on tea, no. Okay, I get it, guys. There's a lot of weapons I haven't covered. That'll be most of them. Come on now. Beer, don't join in on it. What are you... I need more tea. I finished my last tea. I'm having more tea. Nice fresh scupper. Bagel. You know, you can really go off a person, Oven Cake. You can really go off a person. Really, with the bagels? Ah. Alright then. Lucky Charm is about to die. Oh well, sucks to be them. Imagine having a pet that can die. Carrier gang. You don't see this one dying, do you? Yeah. I was cutting it off at... before it got too mad there, Nightblade. Cutting it off before I got too mad there. Urali, there is not a Urali video. There will be a Urali video in the future, but there is currently not one. You know, I kind of regret pointing out the exclamation marks for other things. Well done. You made me regret that. Do I have a favourite frame? Yep, you're looking at him. Lavos. Best Warframe in the game, at least for me. Not for everyone, but it is for me. Let's have our fun. I'm letting you have our fun. Have you noticed everyone be banned or timed out? Nah. How come? What can't he? Lavos, if you set him up right, it's kind of hard for him to die. He just doesn't. He can also self-heal. He can turn ammo into universal ammo. He can turn energy orbs and health orbs into universal orbs. So he's got no issues there. He doesn't use energy at all, so he just skips past all of that issue. He's got some serious damage on his fourth ability because it doubles for every unique status proc on the enemy. And one of the best bits about Lavos, he can have a case of the zoomies. And who doesn't want a Warframe that can just have a case of the zoomies, you know? Lavos is a very laid-back frame to play. You can get active with him, but you don't have to be totally on top of the ball active, and yet he's still powerful. He's like a more capable Inaros in that sense. So I like Lavos because he can just get the work done. No fuss, no super sight synergies, just stack up the range, and you're good to go. I accidentally activated that. Whoops. Is his 4 viable for killing liches and sisters? No, not really. Because of their adaptive damage scaling? Nah. Yeah, Inaros is a better Gloom as abuser than in Lavos. That's absolutely right. Lavos and Gloom do not go together well. What was my favourite before Lavos? Wukong, yeah. Absolutely Wukong. Where's the next enemy to murderize? Actually, we see there's going to be a spawn up here, so let's go to that. What was his passive? Oh, Lavos' passive is status duration. So, oh, kind of. No. Oh, he's got 2 passives in a sense. So first of all, his duration on his abilities also affects status duration. So if you have 150% ability duration, you have 150% status duration on everything. His other passive... Oh yeah, we're done here. Nice. His other passive is that when he picks up an energy or universal orb, he then gains, I think it's 10 seconds of status immunity, which includes knockdowns. So energy orbs, rather than being energy for him, they are complete status immunity for a short time, which is pretty nice. Ta-da! Mission complete. Valkyrie's one of the highest armor in the game. I mean, take Helios, you can fix that. Valkyrie Prime has the highest armor in the game. Just straight up the highest. Lavos here, however, comes second. At least when it comes to base armor. He can't improve his armor with abilities like Wukong can. But Lavos here, 1,541 armor with the Umbral set, which is well more than most Warframes can achieve. His base armor is 450, but thanks to a bonus to armor on levels rather than a bonus to energy like normal frames get, it goes all the way up to 675 at rank 30. And Valkyrie Prime goes up to 700 max level. See that there. Sorry, she just has 700 built in, I think. I remember, is it built in or is it max level? One of the two. GG's, guys. Thank you for joining in on that run there. We got another Nightwave mission out of the way. Only I brought my actual sensor with vacuum. Well, that could have helped, yeah. Will I do a video on the Zenith? I might do. If you want to see a video on the Zenith, put it in the suggestions channel on Discord. Imagine if that Nightwave failed if you didn't finish the mission on 30 minutes, not a second more or less. Parma Farmer, at that point it would never get done. Never. Just not even considered. Kill or capture an idol on Hydralis. You know what? I think I'm not going to do that one. We've got 30 minutes in the day. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, nice in 1 hour. Can't do it. Nope.
What's on your mind, dreamer?
Let's go fishing. Rare fish on the plains of Eidolon. Let's go fishing. Do I dislike tricaps? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Eidolon hunting. I'm not a fan of boss fights in general. It's just never really been my thing. So, Eidolons, they don't feature highly for me. They just don't. They just don't interest me. I'll do them from time to time, but they just don't grab me the same way as other things do. It's not Nautilus, no. It's... Which one do I need again? Oxalus, that's the one, yeah. That's the one I want to bring. There we go. I'll be picking up the Lavos augment almost immediately. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as that one comes out, I'll be having it, testing it, loving it. Hopefully loving it. Alright, I'm going to head on down to the Plains of Eidolon and do a little bit of fishing. If you want to join in, just send me a message anytime through. I'm only going to stick down there until I've got those fish, so... If you haven't caught them in the time, you'll just need to drop squad and continue if you want to do it that way. I'm just going to go fish for a little bit. Get that next Nightwave. Do the Zenith, Asma, Zenistar, and Sigma Octantis in one video? I mean, I could do. Again, if you want to see them, if there's anything you want to see in terms of a video, just pop the request in the suggestions channel. Hello, there you go, Slavy. It's one nice thing about having open world without a bounty. Y'all can just join it at any point. No restriction. I think a lot of resources have been pulled over to New War by the sounds of it, Nightblade. I don't have any source on that. It just feels like what they've done. So, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, sure, okay. There you go. I'm just trying to find a fishing spot. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Fishy Splash is out there, but I think it's still valid. So, let's grab you. Switch to the local one. Oh, thank you. There we go. And... Oh, I can't use the bait. So I'm on this, can I? Pop the bait. Pop the bait. Pop the... There we go, pop the bait. Alrighty, let's get catching some rare fish. The visual of the hotspot isn't working correctly. Actually, I think the visual's kind of gone. Oh, no, it's still there. It's good. We're good. Yeah, I hear you there, Duffley. Just the weekly can be a bit of a pain when it comes to on Cuba survivals. You just need a different approach to things, really. You can drop bait on the dash wire? Then it just bugged out for me. Doesn't surprise me. Warframe likes to bug out. That's just kind of how it goes, isn't it, guys? Alright, I'm not seeing much in the way of Mercury, so I'm just going to catch some other fish for a bit. Until they arrive, I will just farm these gooplers. Why not? They're worth almost nothing. I'll do it anyway. Oh, hello. Bug in the Plains of Eidolon? Nah, of course not. Nah, they don't happen here. The Plains of Eidolon is perfect, says no one ever. Bollocks! Yeah, that one's gone. That's just gone. Catch some boots? I mean, I can try. Let's try. No, let me try again. No, let me try again. No, alright, I give up. No boots here today. Here's a Mercury. Shit. Come back! Please? I'll just take this one. Whatever. Do we know details about the True Augment? I don't know them, but others might. I haven't kept up with those details. I only really look at the details of stuff when it's actually released. Because things change so much before release that sometimes it's just not worth it to look at planned stuff. Like, to an extent, yes, but honestly, I mostly just wait for it to actually happen. I mean, you can see a prime example as to what goes wrong when you look at stuff pre-release with my video looking at the upcoming changes with the Arsenal Divide update. I was way off the mark with the galvanized mods. Way off the mark. Because I was running off an assumption based on one set of mods when D went a completely different direction, but hadn't really communicated it. It's kind of hard to say. When did I start playing Warframe? About 3 years ago now. I'm not sure on the exact time, but about 3 years now. Alright, I've got all of those fish.
Hey.
Yep, there it is. That's done. So, you guys have fun down there. Or rather don't, because I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Are they coming to exit as well? Yeah, they are. Cool. I don't need to do the leave squad trick.
Another satisfied customer.
But all good. Oh, you joined around Plains of Eidolon? Fair enough. I created my account around the release of Plains of Eidolon. I just didn't really get into the game at the time. I was too focused on other stuff. And it was sometime later, quite some time later, before I gave Warframe another try. Just out of the blue, I was like, I've been thinking about it. Let's just try it again. And then it clicked and made sense. And I've been playing since. There we are. Alright, what's next on the docket? That was a lot quicker than I expected. Oh. Well, I can't do that one. And that one you can only do 9 syndicate missions a day. So I guess I'll get some finisher kills and radiation. Cool. Let's go do that then, guys. And I came on a bit late, but not too late. Oh, there's never too late to join an MMO. There's never too late. As long as it's a decent MMO. There are some where it is possible to be too late. And that's because they just don't try to focus on keeping the game relevant throughout. For us, yeah, there's never too late for Warframe. Using zip lines for fishing made it awesome. Yeah, it's not something I've normally done, but it, as you can see, it absolutely works well. Get 4 syndicates? No, that's far too much effort. Can't be bothered with that. I'll stick with the 3 that I have, it's fine. How many frames have I used Umbral Former on? Just 1. Twice over. Just this one. I could have a look at others, but meh. World of Warcraft too late to join? I mean, there you are. That's like I said, if you get an MMO that doesn't really care about new players, if that's the case, then there you go. I will make it a bad MMO if that's now the case. You be the judge of that. I've never actually played World of Warcraft, funnily enough. Never, ever played it. Not even for a minute. Mostly because, when I was younger and looking at games to play, I'm talking, you know, back at living at home before I moved out for uni or anything like that. I made a very strong point of no World of Warcraft if you want our support in anything. They didn't approve. Alright, I was gonna go do finishers. That's what it was. Yeah, Equinox. Grab you. Let's grab sleep build. Apparently this is the right build for sleep. Why is it missing a mod? What is this? Actually, what mod can I put there? Let's just go for rolling. Why not? There we go. Easy peasy. Like Blake saying, I'd say it really depends on the platform for late for Warframe. At the moment, Switch is kind of dead and gets activity spikes in the first week's new content. Playing together on Switch is difficult right now. Well, when there's crossplay, that'll be fixed, won't it, Nightblade? That's part of what crossplay is there to fix. Anyone feel like the Jordas Golem should drop Archwing related mods? I mean, it could do, yeah. It would make more sense, wouldn't it? Then a lot of the mod drops don't make too much sense if you think about it too hard, so I try not to. Let's grab a suitable weapon then for this. Let's grab... Use the Quara? Nah, Distressor Prime. There we go. Make sure we are on a finisher setup. There we go, finishing touch, that's the one. Yeah, absolutely Nightblade, yeah. Alright, let's go do this. When am I ending the stream? In about 25 minutes, Lavi. About 25 minutes. We'll be ending with the Plat raffle draw as well, so if you do want to get in on that, make sure you grab that ticket before the end of the stream. If you're not in it, you're not going to win it. Simple as that. Alright, I'm going to do this one solo just for the case of, you know, getting it done. I do need to have radiation as well, so once I've got my finishers, I can just go for radiation kills. Let me just grab the laser beam real quick. The only on one to use. Hey, Zom, as I've mentioned before now, I'm sure someone definitely clipped it before now. If my parents haven't yet become disappointed of me, and they haven't, they never will be at this stage. Whatever game I choose to play, so long as I keep it
Another satisfied
true
customer.
to me, my core, we're fine. So, probably one of the reasons you don't see me playing something like Fortnite. That ain't for me. Is it only a PC giveaway? Nope. The Plat Raffle is open to all platforms. In fact, let me just check here real quickly, just whilst this loads up. Let's see what platforms we've had win recently. Just pause that. There we go. There's the list. So the last 6 of them, just because I've got that to hand here, went to Switch, Switch, PC, Switch, PC, PC, going backwards. So yeah, the last 2 times, it's actually been a Switch winner. So much for low population, eh, guys? Switch is on top of it at the moment. Smell bias? I smell that Xbox and PlayStation just aren't trying hard enough.
Platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here.
Yeah, I've got to get on that.
No one standing.
Oh, and apparently I'm scanning some plants as well. That's useful. Hi, do you mind if I stab you in the face? Thanks. How about you? You want to stab in the face? Oh, there's loads of customers now. And you get a stab in the face, and you get a stab in the face, and you can get a stab in the face. Oh, they're just so generous, aren't they, guys? There we are, that's the finisher's done. Alright. On to the radiation kills. Looks like I'm stabbing it at the full, but it does look a bit weird, doesn't it? Where are you going? Switch Warframe confirmed most popular platform. Either that or Switch Warframe players are just happy to watch someone else with proper graphics for once. I kid. But not really. Fortnite is just not fun to play anymore? Okay. To be fair, my Battle Royale experience has mostly been PUBG, and since then I moved over to Apex Legends, and Apex I find a lot of fun. Randoms, as in any game with randoms for a competitive scene or competitive playstyle, can always be a bit hit and miss. Apex is fun. Nintendo games are expensive? I mean, that's a fact. Yeah, that's just a fact. Do I know about Star Citizen? I've heard a fair amount about it. I've never played it, not put a penny into it, and until I see something proper and substantial, I'm going to keep it that way. It seems to me like the biggest runaway Kickstarter of oversold promises I've ever seen. At least in the gaming circles. So, yeah. Observe, the gaze's twin brother. Yep. Apex Legends is great. It is that, absolutely. I love how much effort they put into the ping system. Because being an EU player myself, I will play with a lot of randoms who don't speak a lick of English, or what English they do speak is questionable at best. So having it where we can communicate with such comprehensive pings without needing the voice chat, it's great. Especially considering the voice chat in Apex is absolute bloody trash. That's a lot of games as well. Just voice comms for some reason, so many games it's just... Yeah, the player base can ruin a lot of games. It's the player base that ruins Rocket League for me. It is so absurdly toxic on Rocket League. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm there trying to play a game, not have people scream just because I happen to get in the way of their styled shot, which was actually going to miss. Or worse, they're just complaining. Games which can't deal with their toxic community will lose me. Because I got better things to do than have someone scream at me over a game, literally. Yeah, Zom, I can see some things not really being all that viable on Switch, obviously, yeah. There are some issues with the ping system in Apex, don't get me wrong. They have areas for improvement, but they are also constantly improving. Most recently, they added it where, on Bloodhound, he can see trails of where enemies have been and what they've done. And he could call them out to his allies. They recently added that it also shows the timer that he can see. So, like, say for example, I would see here, enemy died. Okay? Bloodhound can ping that and say, someone was killed here recently. Now it also shows in the chat, someone was killed here recently, and how long ago that actually was. So they are constantly improving the ping system there. But it's about the best I've ever seen. Seriously good. Any game that has any kind of player communication, like the needs of Apex, should learn from them. They have done so good with it. How am I doing on that radiation damage? Nora? 22 more. Alright. I guess I'll just keep killing. Hello, you over there? Where are you? Where are you? Where? There he is. Alright, players build too much. Gun combat isn't gun combat at all. It's just tower building combat. I mean, that's just the design of the game, isn't it? They would build less if the game made it where building was less effective. That's just game design. Can't blame players for wanting to play the game the way that wins. That's just game design for you. Like the players that complain about demos in Rocket League. It's like, well, it's a mechanic and it's there for a specific purpose. You can't complain about it, it's just how it works. It's intended. Can you have unlimited heat proc stacks? Yes, you can, because they self-refresh by applying new heat procs. As long as the enemy doesn't die, yeah, there's no limit. Just keep going. At least theoretically no limit. Like, there's probably some coding limits somewhere you can come across, but you're really pushing the limits of the game at that point. You won't normally come across a limit. Hey, look at that! What's it gonna be called? Oxalus, grab me some vest and mossel along the way. Nice. I will probably never use that. Warframe's player base is something else? Yes, but for a very obvious reason. There are a few toxic locations in Warframe's community. There are the toxic people in trade chat. There are toxic people in Triathlon recruiting. There are the toxic people in Conclave. There's very few toxic people elsewhere. Those are the main places you'll find them. And all three of them have something in common. All three of them have competition. ESO 2? There is some in ESO. You'll find toxicity in other places more generally, just from your actual general shitheads. But it is places with competition which drive toxicity. into Tridolons, being able to do it quick enough. You are relying on your teammates to actually work together to compete against a Tridolon to get those high times. To do them as fast as possible, to get multiple runs a night. And that makes people competitive, and then they get toxic. In trade chat, the fighting over getting the trades, getting the profits, getting the scams. It produces toxicity. And then Conclave is PvP. PvP is toxic. There's no other way of putting it. PvP in a game ends up being toxic. If you don't moderate the shit out of it, to stamp out the toxicity, it becomes toxic. Yeah. The rest of Warframe, not only is it competitive, cooperative, but it's cooperative in a way where it's kind of difficult for people to mess you up. You can get your trolls like Limbo, putting people into the rift for no good reason, or Mirage just spamming shots everywhere trying to crash your computer. Overall, it's just... you just kind of coexist. Live and let live. The game is built on the principle of live and let live. And that's straight up anti-toxic. Do I play League? I think you know the answer. I think you know the answer there. How long does it take to get a rank 5 Arcane Energize? Well, if you're doing Tridolons, quite a long while. If you're doing literally anything else to get Platinum to buy it, considerably less time. It is faster to buy it, straight up. I did not earn the Arcane Energize I used. I bought it with Platinum. I farmed that Platinum elsewhere. And if anyone says this game is completely pay to win, all this Platinum, I haven't bought any. Seriously, not once. I have never, ever bought Platinum. I haven't won a single Plat giveaway anywhere ever either. All of this was me just playing the game. All of it. So, yeah. That's a perfectly fine way of getting Arcane Energized, and probably the best way. Just go get some Plat. Whether you buy it or earn it, just go get it. Arcane Energized Raw from Nightwave? Yeah. But not many of them. Like, this time it gave you 3 of them. Previous times it's given 1. It's not many. Alright, we'll see you later, Matudi. Take care. Have a good one. Have I bought anything with money in Warframe? No. No, I thought back. I don't think I have ever. Not once. What on Ghost of the Void? Okay, it sounds like you're asking for a yo DJ right there. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Come on now. We got options for a reason, you gotta use them. Best Arcane Farms and Scarlet Spear and Orphix Venom events? Yes, they were great Arcane Farms. I do look forward to things like that being brought back in the near future. I really hope they do come back. The farms, not necessarily the events. The farms, the arcanes. Give me the arcanes, please. They're nice. Alright, that was the Nightwaves there. We've gone through basically all of the ones we can go through, haven't we? We got these recovered, that recovered, and that can't be done. Wait, oh, hang on, hang on.
Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, I'm not doing Plains of Idle on bounties. Nope, screw that. Alright, St. Helios, there we are. You're doing it right now. Let's do that. Let me just crack the music here. Let's turn on the music here. Zip. And let's go turn it on. Ghosts of the Void. There it is. Ghosts of the Void, like you requested. As I'm saying, paying helps, but, well, the only time I ever bought something in the game was 10OCT skins, because you can't get those at Plat. I mean, yeah. Yeah, 10OCT Gen skins you can't get with Plat, you have to buy those outright, just because the way things are set up. That's the only thing you miss out on, is a little bit of cosmetics there, and honestly, I'm fine with that. If you want to buy them, go ahead and buy them. I'm not saying don't, I'm saying, eh. It's each their own. You can get pretty much everything, and certainly everything mechanically in this game, just by playing the game, and that is perfectly fine with me. And likewise, some grinds are just not interesting. So you do the ones you do enjoy. Play the bits of the game you enjoy, and share the spoils with other 10O who don't want to do that. Sounds just like trading to me. The fact that we use a premium currency for it is just because a premium currency exists. If there wasn't one, we'd be trading something else, like iron sculptures or something as a currency. We just happen to have a currency to use instead because this gives us things like Warframe slots. You imagine all of the plat stuff, the non-mechanical plat stuff like Warframe slots, cosmetics and whatnot, if they were all just in-game items instead of plat items, we'd still be trading all the same way. So it's perfectly fine just to grind for some plat items and buy it outright. You're not cheating anything. I haven't done a video on just Platinum Mum and Cake. Don't know what such a video would look like, to be quite honest. There isn't a video on just Platinum, no. So what do we want to finish on with then, guys? We got like 10 minutes left of the stream. Yeah, about 10 minutes. What do we want to finish on? Best platforms? I could do that as a video. Again, suggestions channel. You know where to put it. Like, we can go through the different musics of Warframe. That's absolutely an option. We can do some relic fishes to finish up with. What do you guys feel like? To round out this chill Sunday gaming evening. Void Storms, relic, I guess. A really fast tri-cap. Man, it would have to be really fast. It's not even nighttime. Void Storm. I'm seeing a few calls of Void Storms. Maybe some random relic squads. Well, let's merge that together. Random relic Void Storm. Let's do it. If you want to be joining in for a bit of Void Storm, you know the drill at this point. Send a message to the Kengineer. If you've not been in a squad so far today, you will have priority. Otherwise, yeah, just send a message on over. I just accidentally invited you, Slabby. So there you go, you get a free invite. That happened. Didn't even mean to, but there you are. Kuva Farm, it's repetitive, test builds and help farming interest. I mean, we did the Kuva Survival early. We did 30 minutes of that. And I don't really use Kuva. Let's see. You're about to message? Well, there we are. I was psychic, wasn't I? Or something like that. We got one more slot open if anyone else wants to join in. I'm thinking of doing... Well, not one of these. I'm not doing a Corpus one. There we go. We got... Casey's Rest is a bit slow for Saturn. We can still do it. It's just... It's not the best. It's Casey's Rest. What we got over on Earth? Just Bendar Cluster. Suppose we could do the Bendar Cluster. We don't normally do Lith ones, but we can do those. Fix crossplay so I can join. I have no control on that Nightblade, you know that. When I change frame? Oh, I should probably change as well. Yeah, Equinox is not the frame for this. No. We do not need a sleep Equinox right now. We need a Lavos. I understand it's a practical problem. And the practical solution is to be patient. Patience is a virtue, Nightblade. Patience is a virtue. In other words, sit down, shut up and wait. Is it worth bringing my rank 14 Lavos? Sure, why not, Cake? Why not? It's Railjack. What can go wrong? Let's see. Astilla, Karis, Devara, Karis, Titania, Baza, Gwandal. Pangolin. Let's bring the Ivara one. Everyone likes Ivara. Fix Conclave? Sure, Conclave is now deleted. Job done. We'll just redistribute the mods somewhere else. Everyone's hyped for crossplay and cross-save, but it doesn't fix the lack of endgame content for most veterans. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, mate. You know, like, just go to the stats. I've got mission time of 1,200 plus hours. I'm still enjoying the game. If you ain't enjoying the game, then stop playing. That's fine. But what does endgame look like to people based on what DE have demonstrated they can create? there isn't really much in the way of balance between weapons and warframes. There are some which are terrible, Excalibur. There are some which are great, Lavos. It's just kind of how it be. Just kind of how it be. Yeah, the Conclave Syndana is a bit sad. Slabby, is everything okay over there, mate? You just need to pick a relic. All you need to do, just pick a relic. Pick a relic. Relic, Slabby. 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 I mess up. How can you mess up picking a relic? What? What? Slabby. Come on, bruh. What's going on? Hey, David, you must be new to the Twitch stream here. I'm the engineer, and I think Excalibur is the second worst Warframe in the game. Welcome. I know, Nightblade. It's terrible, isn't it? There we go. Excellent, let's do this. Let's go do a Void Storm. This should be stupidly quick. Like, we have to be careful not to do it too quick. Most PvP in Warframe occurs in dojo arenas? Probably, yeah. That and the Simulacrum.
Another satisfied customer.
I hate to tell you, David. It's just, you know, it's just not great. Who's the worst? Oh, the worst Warframe. That's Urali. Come on now. Do I have Excalibur Prime? I do not. You driving off the cake? Go for it. I am going to go disable that missile platform. Launch me at it. Yeah, bam. If only that actually put me inside. I would put Hydroid below Inaros, honestly. Like, I really would. Despite the fact that Hydroid has abilities, his abilities are actively bad in many cases. I would put him below Inaros. Oh, I still have the Distressor equipped and set for finishers. This is not great. Oh well. I'll just not use my melee. I was expecting to have my Glaive Prime. Obviously, I just forgot to change that. Whereas I got a lot of hate for talking bad about Excalibur on Reddit on the other day. Apparently a lot of MML5s on Reddit. I mean, some people just love their frames. That's fine. But to claim that he's good, or even worthy of note, nah. And remember, people will complain about anything. That's still just a rule. There we go. We're done here. Let's get off this ship. Or get off this platform, even. Just need to take out the last cruise ships, and we are good. Oh, wait. There's a core to do. Ah. I think that other guy's still over there, so that Rando can do it. He's fine. Inaros isn't unkillable? Yeah, grass is also green. I'm just waiting for the guy in there to kill the core, because I think he's still in there. Is he still in there? Yeah, he's still in there. Let me teleport over. He might be struck. Here we go. Has he got it? Oh, he's got it. I didn't need to teleport over after all. We're fine. Hey, if you want to main Frost, main Frost. Frost has an ability which, with a single viral proc, can kill almost any enemy in the game in one shot. So, I mean, Frost isn't exactly terrible. He's not the best. He's in the lower half, but he's not terrible. So I'm guessing we can kind of agree on the worst five being Hydroid, Aurelia, Norris, Excalibur, Chroma. Would I put Chroma there? Probably, but I'll have to think about the others. Also, let me take the Titania piece. Yeah, Banshee's got good use these days, thanks to the Sisters and Liches. Grendel's a bit of a meme, but he is pretty bad overall, yeah. I think I'd actually put Grendel below Chroma. Grendel's got haha funny look at the fat meatball guy go, but yeah. Grendel's not actually good. We got time for another? We don't really have time for another. Let's go back to the dojo. We ain't got time for another. We're going back. Doing another Void Storm? Not today, Vero, no. We are at the end of time here. Well, the end of the time for the stream, not the end of time, literally. Oh, we've summoned the Drake. Here he is. Someone said Inaros bad. There he is. We've brought him out of his slumber, or just driving, probably. I like to imagine, Drake, that you just somehow sensed this happening, just screeched over to the side of the road. What did you say about Norris, you little bitch? I will have you know, Norris is in the top number of frames in the entire world. That's what I imagine. I know you're not actually like that, but I just want to have that feeling. It's funny. Alright, let's leave the dojo. You know what it is, guys? It is time for the Black Raffle. Oh, it still came over you, did it? It's time for the Black Raffle now. So, if you've not yet got your ticket in, what the hell are you doing? You've had 3 hours.
Another satisfied
seriously?
customer.
Just get the ticket already. But for everyone else, if you're already in, awesome. There we go. Oh, there we are, Malak. See, there's always one person. At least one. There's always one. I mentioned it right at the end. By the way, now it's time for the draw. Hydrate? Yeah, sure. I'll shut up. Okay. Wait, what is that black thing? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Terms, dude. You mean this Warframe? This is Lavos. Our favourite frame. Coloured like lava, because Lavos. The what raffle? The Platts raffle. Plat raffle. And you don't enter it by doing ticket. Nope. There you go. You found it, Kean Simpson. You found it. Alright. I think I've given everyone enough time on that. Let's bring that one to an end. Let's turn off the tickets. Boom. I said Platts raffle, not Black raffle. Okay. I'm not sure how you heard it as Black raffle, but sure, no. Yes, we are actually raffling off Vanda Black. You know, we've done a partnership with Anish Kapoor. We haven't really. I wouldn't.
Another satisfied customer.
Or would I? I don't know. I've never actually met him. I've heard nasty things, but never actually met him, so maybe they've been overblown. Could be. Could be a meme. Not going to fall for a meme. Right. Enough talking random things. Let's bring up the raffle entries here. I think there's been quite a few people today. Let's see. That is this file. Clever reference. Oh, thank you, Drake. I do my best. Okie dokie then, guys. Our final spinner for today is... Hey, it showed on screen for the first time. There we are. Is it against terms of service to enter in your own raffle? Yes, it is. I can't enter into my own raffle. We've got 53 people who are not me who have entered into this raffle, and an extra 30 tickets, which... No. Just 53 of you. And any one of you could be the winner. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles, because why not? And the winner... Against TOS for me too? No, Beard, you can join in. Beard, you can absolutely join in. Who said you couldn't? You can absolutely join in. Have you been skipping out on this, Beard? I must have misexplained. Next time then. Next time, yeah. That's fair. Honestly, a bit... Sorry, I swear I explained on that for you. Never mind. Not important right now. What is important is that one of the 53 people here is about to have themselves a bit more platinum. I said mods can't take part in that? No, that was the Nidus Prime one. I explicitly asked you not to take part in the Nidus Prime access giveaway. Just because of the sheer scale of it, you know. That That wouldn't have been fair on the rest of the viewers. Anyway, the winner today, whilst it's not Beardface, it is going to be instead Agent Rome. Hold up here. Agent Rome? I recognise that name. I recognise that name. Hold up. That's what I thought. Agent Rome, you are now the first person to have won 2 plat raffles on this channel. Congratulations. My god. I knew it. I knew I'd seen that name before. Agent Rome, you cheeky devil. You managed to snipe it twice now, when most people here haven't even had it once. There you go. That is statistics in a nutshell, people. Anything can happen. Agent Rome, congratulations. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in just a moment to get that sorted out with you. But to everyone else, thank you very much for joining in for another Warframe stream. That is all that we have got time for, but we are now going to be raiding over to another part of the Warframe community. So I'm just going to see who we want to get a little bit of love on over to. Also, we've still just got the new Warframe music going in the background. I'm just going to leave that for now. Different vibe to it for now. Rigged? I wish. I'd rig it much more interestingly than that. Now, let's see. Who are we going to give a bit of love to? I've not got anyone I follow going, so let's see. Where do we want to go? Who ain't we been to in a hot minute? Who have we not been to in a hot minute? I'm kind of tempted to throw you over to this just because it is so completely different to my stream. A vampire mom VTuber, but I feel like that's not kind of the vibe we're going for here. English PC CEO of Chill. That sounds more like the kind of stream I'd want to go to right now. There we go. I am going to have to mute that. No, because there's an advert. Once I got past the advert, we'll do the raid, if they actually take a raid. Some people don't. No, we're good. Alright then. You vote the vampire Dommy Mommy? Nothing said Dommy about it. See, this is exactly why I'm not doing it. I'm not taking that attitude over to that stream. We're not those kinds of people. Come on. No, we're not going there with that attitude. We're going to someone else. We're going to someone who is apparently the CEO of Chill. There we are. The raid is active. That is all we got time for today. Thank you very much for joining in, guys, and I will see you again very soon for more Warframe. Probably Wednesday. There might be more before that. See you guys.